and the commander of the varsity color guard. Jonathan is on the honor roll and maintains a 4.3 GPA.
You're watching TigerVision presented by Conley Buick GMC. TigerVision is made possible in part by Conley Buick GMC, Arctic Air Plumbing and Electrical Services, Apex, Clicking Spree, DeVito's Auto Repair and Tire Service, Drug-Free Manatee, Garrett Richard, Minnesota Pools, the Manatee County Fair, North River Prevention Partners, Obie's Best Fresh Veg, the Prosperity Group, Richardson Stenton Roofing, Superior Asphalt, and WB3 Legacy of the P. Stay tuned, TigerVision will continue live after these messages.
Hey guys, Chris Conley here from Conley Buick GMC. Kickoff's right around the corner. Buckle your seatbelts and hold on tight. It's time for some Tiger football.
Hello, I'm Scott Whitaker with Arctic Air Services. We started our business from the ground up and grew it based on the service end of the industry. We own over 50 vehicles, which we depend on every day to make our business run smoothly. We know the value and importance of offering great production and excellent service. That's why we choose Conley Buick GMC, because they provide us with the best cars and trucks and have a service department second to none. Next time you're in the market for a vehicle, I highly recommend Conley Buick GMC, where they'll treat you like family.
Hey everybody, Ted here at Conley Subaru. And our deals are so hot, we had to bring in our local fire department just to keep things under control. Actually, while we wait for our contractor to arrive, the always community-minded Conley family has donated the use of our old facility for some specialized training. Follow the excitement on Facebook, Instagram, or at conleysubaru.com. Conley Subaru, where we really do treat you like family.
Hey guys, Chris Conley here from Conley Buick GMC. We're excited to be back for another season of Palmetto football and TigerVision. Good luck this year and go Tigers!
5, touchdown! We are live here from
Ladies and gentlemen,
welcome to
may I have
senior
your
night.
attention, please?
The powerful 5 wins, 1 loss Sarasota Riverview Rams have arrived, and we are looking for a classic game here tonight. We welcome you, the #1 fans, to TigerVision as presented by Conley Buick GMC. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brian Varnador. I'm joined tonight by my broadcast partners, Mr. Rick Wells, Ken Burton Jr., Tom Porter with the Arctic Air Sideline Report, and our statistician, Mr. Troy Bellamy. We're going to rise now, remove our hats, and have the national anthem.
Streets and bright stars through the
What a beautiful time it is tonight to be here at Harley Stadium, the national anthem. Now that the most important part of the broadcast has completed here, we're going to talk about, first I wanted to mention Allie Pritchard that introduced all the seniors here tonight. She's a student, and she did a fabulous job on the public address. Now, Tiger fans, be sure, if you haven't already, be sure to click like and then subscribe to our channel so you can stay current on Palmetto Tigers football. Tonight, it may be Friday night, but you're going to be blessed to see a lot of players that will be showcasing their talents tonight on Saturdays in the future. And at senior night, you know, we have a lot of fantastic seniors. We've introduced all the Palmetto seniors here tonight. But, Rick, I wanted to turn it over to you, and let's talk about some of those fantastic Palmetto High football seniors.
Yeah, well, thank you, Brian. Kenny, good to have you back, buddy. Missed you last week. So, you know, it's always a bittersweet night, senior night. We happy to see these young men moving on to bigger and better things, but you hate to lose them. They bring such value, and it's been such a fun group to watch. And this really is kind of the last group of excellent football players that we have been able to enjoy the last 4 years. And we do have a lot of talent coming up. We're always very excited about that. But let's just go over the seniors that were announced tonight from the football team and those that will be moving on. So, you know, first and foremost, Josh Sipling. It's been a joy to watch him this year. Sajal Hickson, got to be one of the premier tailbacks in Palmetto football history. He's just been a great young man to watch, hard-hitting, just unbelievable balance, and you know you're going to get his best each and every night. You got L.J. Hewitt, Jaquez Hughes, another playmaker, can do anything and everything that you ask him to do. Floyd Dozier, who we really haven't been able to watch too much of this year because of injuries. Tariq Wagner, Robert Gavin, Ruben Stamp, Zorian Geathers, Quay Smith, Kobe Alvarez, Wesley Newsom, Gabe McDuffie, Max Logan, Alex Ramirez, Quentin Zanders, Miles Ormsby, Kareem Ismail, Giuliano Satil, and DeJoan Smalley. It's a lot of talented football players that are going to be leaving this team after this season, guys. But if you think back, Kenny, at all of the plays that we have watched these young men make over the last couple of years, it's really been just a great show. The greatest show on earth right here at Harley Stadium.
Yes, absolutely. And it's been fun to watch them progress. And tonight's game against the Riverview Rams, I think the story tonight for this matchup is whoever wins this game is going to get a jump start into the playoffs. Riverview comes in here with a 5-1 record. Their only loss was to a quality team, Venice, and they got 35-7 there. They've won 3 in a row. However, and they have progressed deep into the playoffs the last 3 years. But the Tigers have beat them 4 times in a row. So for them to get a jump start, it would be great to come in here, get a quality win against us as they prepare. For the Tigers, we're 4-2. We could easily be 6-0. We struggled in 2 third quarters with Manatee and Braden River. We need a quality win because we head into our playoffs starting next week.
You know, Ken, I looked over the coaching staff there at Riverview. Very impressive. Old Todd Johnson, he played for Chicago, played for the Gators.
And Riverview.
And then, Healy, the other coach there, the head coach in the NFL. So that's a pretty good high school coaching staff. But on the field right now we have Josh Siplin, captains. We have Giuliano Chatilla, and we have Jaquez Hughes out there along with number 2, Sajal Hickson. But the captain tonight is Josh Simpson, and he's out there with Michael Puda Hayes, who is the captain tonight for the Rams. Palmetto has won the toss, elected to defer.
Yeah, you really saw Riverview coming into its own. It's been about 4 or 5 years ago, and we noticed it very early during our games with JV. Right, so this group that we have had the last couple of years, so you saw Riverview, that talent and that athleticism, and they have given us everything that we could ever ask for in a football game. And I go back last year when we were at Riverview, and Day Hill has 3 interceptions in one quarter, and really because of that we were able to sneak away with the win. But what it just, another young man that's playing on Saturdays whenever COVID is out of here. But you got Jonte, who's at FAU. You got all these kids that we've been able to watch throughout the years, and this group here is going to be following their footsteps. But Riverview is a quality opponent, and we're going to have to show our best stuff tonight.
Yeah, I think we need to play a complete game. And when we go back to special teams, they have some really good, skilled athletes. We know that. They've got the 2 brothers back, but kickoff return is going to need to show major improvement tonight if we want to stay in this ball game.
Hey, guys, let me jump in here real quick. I'm here with head coach Dave Marino. Coach, beautiful night for football. Talk about the importance of this game and finishing this regular season strong.
Well, we want to get ourselves up into the elite, and when you got Venice at the top right now and Manatee still undefeated, these guys only have 1 loss. So if we can get this one tonight, we get back into, the talk of being one of the premier programs down on the Sun Coast.
How do the Tigers look this week in practice in preparation for this Riverview team?
Offensively, we're getting better. Defensively, we've been on point all year, and we've leaned on our defense. Offensively, we want to take control of this game a little bit earlier and often.
All right, Coach, good luck in the first half. Guys, beautiful night tonight. I don't know if you guys have mentioned it already or not, but, tonight across the river, you don't want to look at other games right away, but Braden River's playing Port Charlotte over there. Port Charlotte, as we know, is a tough team, and that's really decides the district for us. If Braden River wins, they win the district. If they lose, we win the district. So that's pretty interesting that we're still in the hunt for.
Yeah, Tom, I hate to burst your bubble. That game was canceled.
Oh, was it?
Because of COVID, to the best of my knowledge. I was talking to Coach Marino before the game.
And there is no district champs.
Well, they're not literally, but
Yeah, that was a COVID forfeit, and because of that, if there was a district champ, by default, Braden River would take it.
Oh, well, disregard all of that then, boys.
But that was a great setup, and we appreciate your analysis.
Yeah, so that was the Arctic Air sideline reporter Tom Porter here, and the developments during the season have been incredible. I was confused last week going off the air. I said Sarasota Sailors on the schedule for next week when we have Sarasota Riverview. So Tom, you're not alone here, but it has been some changes. But we're just happy to be here watching a football game.
Yeah, getting back to Coach Marino's statement about the defense. The defense has been just dominant, especially the last 3 or 4 games, and hopefully the offense is starting to peak right at the right moment here, because we need them to make big plays from this point on.
So now Jordan Gallardo is ready to kick this one off, get a kick out of good service with our friends at DeVito's Auto. Kick is fielded at the 5-yard line there, and he turns it up to the middle of the field. And good tackle there, and that's going to be Jacquez Hughes coming for the tackle. And that was Simmons on the return.
Yeah, good start there. As I said earlier in the pregame, kickoff coverage has been not the stellar at times, and great job there by the groups. Obviously, they've been working on it.
Yeah, they definitely have been paying attention to that coverage, and everybody sees what's happening on film. So Coach Robbie has done a good job of trying to get them back together, and we need that good field position, Kenny.
So 11:53 on the clock here. The Rams have the ball. The ball is on the 26-yard line. Quarterback looks at, throws a little slip screen out there, and that's going to be Puda Hayes that gets it, and he shakes a tackle, breaks another tackle, still going, breaks his 3rd tackle, and finally run out of bounds after an 8-yard gain by Puda Hayes.
Yeah, Hayes is going to be another dominant running back like we have faced so many times this year. He's big, he's strong, he's got thighs like Herschel Walker, so you're not going to be able to arm tackle this man down. You're going to have to swarm to the ball like the defense has done all year and gang tackle, and you got to hit him low to get him down.
One thing I noticed, he has over 600 followers on his Huddle account, the largest I have seen in this area.
Ryan Brown, the quarterback, takes it. He fakes it. He hands it off to Puda Hayes, bounces off a defender and very close to the mark over there. Looked like he got it on the spot, but we'll take another look.
Yeah, Big Baby was right there to kind of seal the edge, and maybe also with a little help from his friends, but Jalen was able to get there. Somebody got there first. Try to pick up a number here.
So quarterback number 15, Ryan Brown, is taking this one. He's got a bunch formation this time, and they like to run out of this formation. Big tight end on the slot. They run just a toss play to the left, and the very good play of turning it in was Stamp. And the ball's out on the ground and recovered by Ormsby.
Ormsby's always around the ball. That was huge, gentlemen.
Yeah, that was real big right there because they were getting some momentum. Try to get a number here on who forced that fumble.
First down, Tigers going the other way.
Looked like number 9.
Number 9.
9, but head on the ball there was it was Jaquez Hughes.
So you
had the hat on the football.
And also Jordan Renard. So good job by them.
Jordan Renard spun him around, and it was head on the ball, as you saw that on the awesome Arctic Air replay here. Great job by the camera crew here. So the Palmetto Tigers get this in great position. The ball's on the 41-yard line. 3 receivers out there to the left. Siplin has in the backfield, and it looks like that is Benson in the backfield with him. He fakes. He throws a little slant there, intended for Zorian Gathers. Incomplete pass. Brings up a 2nd and 10.
Yeah, let him just a little too much there. And what you're noticing here with Benson having, a really key role in this offense is they continue to move Sajal Hickson to that slot. And that's going to be effective, and we're going to need that out of Sajal a lot here as we move on throughout the playoffs.
Zori Gathers on this side of the formation, trips out there to the left side of the formation. Siplin looks things over. 2nd and 10. This time he looks. Now he's going to step up and run the ball. He cuts the middle field. Nice looking run, and he's at the 25, stumbling forward, driving, and finally out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Great run by Josh Siplin.
Yeah, real good vision, Kenny, for him. His receivers are covered, sees that gap right in the middle, and just some great, awesome running right here, making people miss them.
And I want to give credit to the offensive line. They kept that pocket open and found a little wiggle room there, cut through the hole, and had open field.
Siplin looks, and he throws it out there, and his completed pass out there, and that is going to be number 12, Retrell. That's 11. I believe it was. I thought it was Retrell Crawford there.
It wasn't. Yes.
Yeah, I think
number
you're
12.
right. I think you're correct.
We saw a lot of him at running back the 4th quarter last week.
You saw that from the mountains?
Yes, we.
Siplin tries to draw him off. Out there, 2 receivers on both sides of the formation. Hickson's in the backfield. He fakes a handoff. That was Benson in the backfield. Now he rolls to the right, looking to throw, throws it out there late. Great catch in the end zone. Catch. That is a touchdown.
Yeah, I think that was Zorian Gathers on that one. That was a remarkable snag, man. That looked like it was going to be out of the corner of the end zone.
Zorian has really come on here late in the season. The big target, our top receiver coming back. Good job here by the quarterback. And I'm sure with Zorian's 9,000 followers on YouTube, they will all be celebrating.
That was a really
He
nice
has 9,000 followers on his YouTube channel.
9:53. And Gallardo waits. Good snap, good hold, kicks up, and it is good. So the Palmetto Tigers lead this 7-0. Ken, Zorian Gathers showed his basketball skills here. One thing about Zorian, he goes about 6'3", but his wingspan, as the basketball players, it goes probably 6'6", 6'7".
Yeah.
And he used all of that and got both feet down for those. That catch would have been good on Sunday.
On Sunday.
Yeah.
Usually you see the little nimble, speedy receivers doing that. And even Josh taking his time and, and with that run before, the linebackers have to kind of keep an eye on him because he's going to tuck it up and run and waited to the last second. Great pitch and catch there. Took advantage of the turnover, and we got 7 points out of it, gentlemen.
Yeah, that was a great point because Josh was looking to throw the ball, not to run. and he waited until he had an open receiver. So,
and good point, Rick. The other thing too is he put it only where Zorian could catch it. If not, throw it away and live for another down.
And the great thing about it here on senior night, it's your senior to senior connection here, senior night at Harley.
Your best friends.
Best friends.
According to our statistician.
Oh, fantastic basketball players too. I believe both of them.
Yes.
And Jordan Troy. Jordan Gallardo kicks this one. A nice kick, and it's down to the goal line, and that's a touchback.
Yes.
So how about that? And he's a sophomore and showed great length streak. That's awesome.
you know, Zorian and Josh go all the way back to the North Manatee Storm days, Pop Warner. They were together.
Oh, my
So they've been together since just little tykes.
That is a great story. That is a great story. And our kickoff team got a break there with the kicker putting it in the end zone. It's always a nice thing. Make them go 80 yards against this defense.
And it's been an impressive display. You know, earlier on in the year, senior Floyd Dozier Jr. went out with a shoulder injury, and the Palmetto defense has continued to shine.
Haven't missed a beat.
So over here we have Sheldrick Simpson over here, comes up to make a tackle, and they're trying to get that ball out of there, but that's a nice gain on the play, goes for about a 5-yard gain.
Yeah, you can tell. I mean, Hayes is really quick. He's strong, but he's got great footwork. He's able to cut through that line quickly.
We're getting a heavy dose of him.
Now we've got their great wide receiver, Duke Timmons, over there, and Sheldrick is covering him over there. He throws a nice little throw, almost picked off. Great job. Had to be Jacquez Hughes coming out of there out of the single high safety.
Yeah, he's just sitting back there playing outfielder. He's just watching the quarterback here. Jumps that route and almost makes an interception.
Again, pressure in the backfield, makes that throw very tough to make. And that's the big quarterback back there, Ryan Brown.
Yeah, your linebackers are going to be able to, when they need the blitz, they can go all out. I don't think he's much of a threat to run.
This time it's a single coverage over there. He throws a nice route over there. Great catch. Looks like he's out of bounds, though. So that was number 12 out there in the route, Will Evans.
And again, Brian, I think the pressure forced him to throw it a little early.
It was, but that was a really good throw by the junior quarterback, Ryan Brown, because he threw that ball before the cut.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, he threw it to the spot. That was a good job.
Yes. And that was a beautiful-looking route. We saw the receiver come out of the route, just drove the defender back, made a great cut. Now Jacquez Hughes is going to return this one. And a little hard to see the numbers here. I believe that's going to be Thomas Travanik going back there to punt this one away. He's got a high kick up there. That one's going to check up and probably straight up. It's going to start coming back this way. It's going to be spotted at the 41-yard line, and we almost had a Tiger touch that one, and it would have been a live ball. But so it's Palmetto Tigers ball.
They were all kind of great drills just coming through that line, putting pressure on that punter on that play. Just a hand away from blocking that punt. Really good job.
Yeah, it looked like another 3 or 4 steps there. So they've noticed something in the film. They're probably going to go after him all night.
And one thing you've seen about the Palmetto Tigers line here, we've had great play. Number 74, Eric Brust, has been great, and they're really working things out as there were some changes earlier in the season, but they're really coming about holding their own. This time we have Sajel Hickson coming in motion, option to the right. It's a low pitch, ball's on the ground, and it's a scrum. So let's see. It looked like the Tigers were on it initially, but anything can happen.
You got 2 up in the air.
So that's going to be Palmetto Tigers ball, 2nd and 15, 5-yard loss on the play.
It looked like Josh was getting hit as he's trying to pitch the ball. See number 51 there.
I think he took his eye off the pitch and saw 51 coming, which caused him, and then he got hit.
Yeah, Eli Rennick was right on Josh.
He hammered him.
So there's an injured player on the ground, and it is Palmetto Tiger. And, usually on the bottom of the scrum there, we'll see that. And so it's Benson.
Benson, our running back.
Yeah, so it's going to be Cleve Benson that is down on the play.
Well, Cleve was the one that recovered
the
ball, so he's right on the bottom of that
and he was wrestling with a big defensive tackle that came over there. And Cleve, as we had him on the coaches show, is not the biggest human, powerful thighs, but he is a player.
He is a player. We really had a good time with him. He has really come along in the offense and becoming more and more a part of it. Glad to see him walking off.
Yeah, and that they call him Mouse
Mouse
here around Palmetto.
Yeah, in the program they have him listed at 5'6", but that might be with his helmet on.
But I tell you,
great kid.
Just a super guy, and his strong legs. The high snap, Siplin, very nonchalant, slips it out there. Great catch there, and it's going to be Sajel Hickson breaks a tackle, makes about a 2-yard gain on the play. So great one-hand. You had 2 one-hand catches on the play, Siplin, and then, but really nearly catastrophic.
Yeah, Sajel really went through 2 defensive players on that just to pick up a couple yards, but
that could have been a disaster easily. So we could be in 3rd and 20 right now.
So we've got a 3rd and about 13 here, maybe 14, and 8:15 on the clock. So you got Benson in the backfield. 3 receivers out there to the left, 1 single receiver over here. Zorian Gathers wide on the boundary. He's coming. They're bringing the blitz. Siplin throws it. Nice pass, incomplete. Big hit there by number 3. That's Sambo Ung. Comes up. That's the senior defensive back.
Yeah, it was perfect timing on his part too, and he jars that ball loose. It was going to be a little short of the first down, but Sajel was unable to hang on, and we understand why. That was a heck of a hit.
That was a heck of a hit. You're so right.
Robert Gavin goes back to punt this one away, and he's punting this to Amari Hayes. That's the brother of Puda Hayes. But Amari wears number 1 out there. Very talented wide receiver. Running in late here for the Tigers is number 30, and that is Mikael Gibson.
He's probably filling in for
Benson.
Benson, yeah.
Yeah. And that's going to be a delay a game, or we got a
no? Sajel was not on the field.
Delay a game.
Yeah, he was going in for Sajel. They've got to keep an eye on that because Sagel's our up back on that generally.
One thing we've seen about Robert Gavin, when he turns the ball over, he has a very powerful leg. And right now at this distance, I believe that the returner back there, Amari Haynes, is maybe a little bit short. But let's see if the protection is good and he gets off a nice clean kick. Snapper is Max Logan. Good snap. Gavin gets it, drives it. It's a high kick. And it is going to roll, and it is going to be down at the 28-yard line.
Yeah, good job by Robert. A little bit of pressure coming up the middle. Gets off a good punt.
Yeah, I think we netted some yards with the 3 and outs, so they're having to go a little bit farther.
So now it'll be interesting to see what the Palmetto defense does here. 7:48 here in the first. We've seen number 20 out here. If you've watched Sheldrick Simpson, he's great in coverage, but he's got a great receiver over there. Jerron Glover. Jerron is fantastic out there, and he's got single coverage over there. And then he runs wide, a quarterback keeper. Goes for about a 1-yard gain, but really good play over there by the defense.
I think that was Hewitt that came up with that play.
Love
nice
to see
tackle.
Love to see that.
Yeah, quarterback not really a threat to run. He's going to hurt us more with his pass. Watching on film, he's got quite the arm on him.
And LJ, his stock continues to rise as a 6'3" coverage corner, about 6'3", 6'4". When he comes up and makes these tackles, he's very good in coverage. It's just very impressive.
Yeah, the offers are coming in for the young man.
Ferracio goes in motion, the tight end. They hand it off to Puda. Nothing there on his legs there, and he goes for a loss on the play. Really, the penetration there by the defensive line, it had to be Ormsby back there and Jalen Wester.
Jalen was holding on for dear life.
Yeah, he just came in there and grabbed the foot, and that's all you can do. That's all we want you to do.
Miles finished him off. Yes.
Now, Jacquez Hughes back here likes this. It's a 3rd and 10. He's back there as a single outfielder safety back there, and Zipper comes over here. They're running that big bunch formation. They like to go toss sweep out of this, but I look for a passing play. Maybe single up to the receiver out there. And he's pressure up in the backfield.
Great
Just
job.
great play.
Really nice job by the defense.
And this is probably the first week that we've had a quarterback that's not really a threat to run. And so the blitzes are going to be effective. They kept him contained and got a 3 and out.
Just beautiful execution. Danny Rivera over there, the DN. You know, he's nice. He's about 6 foot and 220 pounds. But this ought to be interesting. Brady Bloom is back there kicking to Jacquez Hughes. It's a high kick. Pressure. And he got off a bad kick, but he's going to get a nice roll out of it, and it's going to roll out of bounds at about the 46-yard line.
Yeah, still awesome field position for the Tigers. I mean, just not even didn't even make it to midfield.
Yeah, I think we're on their side.
Yeah, we are.
So short field,
and we really got to take advantage of these opportunities, and we've got to play mistake-free football here.
All right, Troy's talking to us here, and he's wanted to remind me that Glover out there, that's number 4, Jerron Glover, his uncle was at University of Florida, Ben Glover, so they've got some strong football players in the bloodlines there.
Troy's like an encyclopedia.
He is.
He is Mr. Information. He's Mr. History.
He can do math, too.
He tells us stories that no one else knows. So we have to believe him.
You know, anybody that's on
can't fact check them.
Anybody that we have doing the sideline report seems to be just extremely proficient in math, and Troy is filled in for us when Tom's playing hooky.
Thank goodness.
5:46 on the clock. Sajel Hickson in the slot comes across there, got some nice block. Benson running hard, goes for about a 3-yard gain on the play.
Yeah, Benson shook off that back injury. He's back in there running hard, and yeah, he didn't want anything to do with the trainer down there. He went right back to the offense and said, "Put me in."
Love to see it. Siplin now has 2 receivers out here, 2 on the far boundary. Benson running hard, hits the linebacker in the middle field. Another 3-yard gain on the and he drives, shakes off the tackle, drives forward, and so it went from like a 3-yard gain to about a 5-yard gain on the play. Brings up a 3rd and about a long 3 or a short, 4 yards here. Siplin tries to draw him offside. Now we've got Sajel Hickson out there in the slot. Very interesting on the left side of the formation. High snap. Messes up the timing of the play. Wide open receiver there.
Yeah, that was Quay Smith. He was wide open. That was a really good play design. But, if we've had any struggles this year offensively, the snap has really been inconsistent.
Yes, and
I tell you what I was impressed with there. Siplin with his release, he's throwing the ball from the top. He had a defender with both hands up and still threw it over the top.
Almost complete.
Yeah.
He almost pulled it off.
If he had a bad delivery, 3-quarter delivery, you could see the throwing release there. So high, slow snap, and it's going to be a quick kick, and it's going to go down. Big.
Cover.
You know what?
We had a cheap shot over here, 24 over here. Generally in high school football they'll call that, and that was over there Charles Lester, and was involved in a little thing way away from the ball.
Well, we have seen that called on the Tigers several times in the past, gentlemen. And
good quick kick by
he's totally blindsided. I mean, that's
you just got to get down there and cover that thing.
Yeah, that's a defensive player there. And that was even – anyway, it wasn't called, so it didn't happen.
And what a nice kick. That thing could have been down inside the 1-yard line there.
They still have 80 yards to go against our defense.
So Siplin loses about 20 yards net punt on that one, but really a good kick. Big tight end, Braccio in motion. Now he looks, he's running to the right, throws it out there. Nice throw, and he completes a pass. First down.
Yeah, that was a great throw, and that's something that we've seen that young man do on film. We saw him during warm-ups. He has a strong arm. He can throw the ball.
And
There's no doubt about it.
he completed the pass to the other Hayes, number 1, who's playing the slot.
Yeah, Mari Hayes over there. He's a junior. And then Puda, I guess his brother, Michael Hayes, is the running back. He's a senior.
Yes.
So Puda moves over in the backfield behind Brown. And Puda Hayes makes a nice little cut there, and he's going to be tackled there after he gets about a 4-yard gain on there. And I guess Michael Puda Hayes is –
I think that was Jaden Birch in there, number 8, that they put in there.
Did they slide in Birch there?
Yes.
All right.
But nevertheless, it was a great run. Very powerful run.
Yeah, always good to be 2nd and 6.
I was trying to get set up to talk about Puda Hayes' commit to the University of Pennsylvania.
Yeah,
just stand by. It's going to happen. But don't act like you knew that. Troy just told us.
I know. He fed us that.
That's good. That's good on Troy's part.
Thanks, Troy.
Brown looks things over. Nice little throw. Good route out there. Playing real soft out there is Hewitt, and it goes for right at the marker. Probably a first down there.
It's on the snap. Just a nice pitching catch, down and out, standing right there. And, they're playing a little soft. Got to get some pressure on him.
Like you said, Brian, playing really soft on that coverage.
And really, it's 3rd and very short. I thought they had a terrible spot on that one.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I thought it was a first down without a doubt.
So there's 3rd and about half a yard here for the Rams.
I wonder who's going to get the ball. There we
go. They moved on the offensive line there, so let's see.
That might be a break.
I think the play was already called dead before the ball came out.
And really, the Palmetto defenders jumped, but they didn't cross. They did not encroach. They didn't cross the neutral zone, and it looked like the right side of the line came up early there.
Well, that changes the whole dynamics of this 3rd down.
I tell you what, I'd give them that soft lick over there and then come in for an interception. You know, we've played a little soft on the corner over there. This would be the time maybe to jump one. You've always got Jaquez Hughes back there at center field to help you out and support. Brown. Stack receiver formation out here to the left. Palmetto Tigers coming to the line of scrimmage. It's a run. Running hard, and ball's out again, and it's picked up by the Tigers. And he's looking for a block. And he
Get down.
His forward progress stops there, so that's turnover number 2 for the Rams, and we'll pick that up on the Arctic Air replay. And then after that, we'll kick it down to Tom.
Yeah, here you go. Another awesome job by the defense, and 2 forced fumbles already in the first quarter. You know Big Baby's going to be around the ball.
Between him and Milo Lornsby, my goodness.
And that Jalen Wester, Big Baby, just continues to make play after play after play.
He is a turnover machine.
So 2:45 on the clock. Ball's at the 41. Palmetto Tigers, 7-0 here in the first quarter. Plenty of time here. You'd like to see the Tigers get 14 on the board. Tom, take it for us.
Okay. All right, guys. Line up here. Got receiver to the right. Snap again. High again. Looking deep across the middle. Oh, he's there. Gaithers. Oh, he dropped the ball, guys. Dropped the ball.
Oh,
I tell you what, Gaithers is really getting up for these passes. Siplin seems to be putting him in the right spot. He probably should have been a catch there. The last play we were talking about, Big Baby coming across there and making that play. Last week, one of you guys said, good players, good athletes are always in the right place. Well, those linemen weren't too happy, and they kind of whooped him up a little bit coming off the field. He had his shoe in his hand, and his helmet was turned sideways. Yeah. So he kind of paid for that fumble recovery there, but it was a great play on his part.
Really good coverage there. It looked
I think he got a hand on there. That was Sambo Ung there. Looked like he may have tipped that ball at the last second.
Now here's the option, and Benson's out of the backfield, and he lowers his head. Nice gain on the play. It looked like it was going to go for nothing. It'll bring up a 3rd and about 9.
You can really see how quick and disciplined this defense is for the Rams. Just like we see every year, but they are quick to the ball.
So Benson is in the backfield, and then Sajel Hickson in the slot. Right now, post corner is Sajel. They've got 3 out there. I like that. And Siplin takes it, hands it off to Benson, runs hard, runs over a player or two. Nice gain on the play. So they're taking it 2 possessions.
Right.
Yeah, 2 down territory.
2 down territory here for the Tigers.
So we're looking at about a 4th and 3 or 4 here.
4th and 3.
You got Sage will move to running back.
See if they go with that option look. And then look like they about stepped across the line of scrimmage with the back, and clock winds to a minute and 28 here as Siplin waits to snap, fakes a handoff, throws it, nice route, and he misses it. And that is Zorian Gathers.
Yeah, it was thrown behind Zorian, but he did get his hands up there on it and just could not make the reception, as you see on the replay here. Just
got to settle down and catch that one.
Yeah. It's like the lights got in his eyes or something, because it was right through. It looks like it went right through his hands.
So again, with an incomplete pass, the Rams hold here, and they'll have the ball. And that's the bad news for the Tigers, but they've got a long way to go here. Ball is on the 25.
If we can play on their side of the field all night, we're gonna be okay. They have not been successful moving the ball against that stellar defense. We got to capitalize eventually.
2 receivers on this side of the formation, 1 single. He's rolling to his right, looking for a receiver. Throws it back across a grain, dangerous throw, but it is a completion on the play.
Yeah, Ruben Stamp was poised there for an interception and slips right at the last second to allow that play to develop. But
that was close. Ryan Brown there, the quarterback, squeezed that one in there. It brings up a second very, very short.
It's like
somebody down.
Yeah, I think that's Wester.
That's Jalen, yes, sir. Grabbing his shoulder there.
You talked about Ruben Stamps. He is moving up the statistical chart. He is pulled within 1 tackle of Jalen Wester being on the team leader on defense.
Well, hopefully for Jalen, that's just a stinger.
Yes,
nothing
please.
too serious.
Yes, yeah, we definitely need him out there.
Minute and 8 on the clock, second and short. This is one of the times where you might dial up the long ball, because it's a very favorable situation. Way ahead of the chains here are the Rams. Got
Jalen
Sheldon covering 2 over here. We've got 2 receivers out here to the left. They flip it out there, and it's an incomplete pass. They had the coverage that they needed on that play, but incomplete pass. Wow.
Jalen's never out, so I don't even know who comes in to relieve him when he does lead the game. Possibly was 44, Jake Ruiz?
Jake Ruiz, but there was absolutely 2 receivers over there, and only number 20, Sheldrick Simpson out there.
Maybe we just had 10 out there.
Could have been. Now proper coverage over here for the Tigers, 3rd and short. Probably looking at a big run here. They might run toward the tight end over there, and they pull the tight end on a trap action, and then he's going to be tackled, but it is a first down.
May have gotten away with a horse collar there, too.
Jordan Renard had his hand on him and almost had him behind the line of scrimmage, but just enough to move the chains.
So the clock stops momentarily at 44, and now they're winding it. It's 40 on the clock. 1st and 10 for the Rams. Really neat-looking play there with the tight end coming around and throwing a block from the other side of the formation. Pretty nice look. Single receiver on this side of the formation, 2 out there to the right. He moves Puda Hayes in the backfield from left to right. Now he's running an option to Puda Hayes, and he's got a big gain on the play. Goes for about 8 yards on the play.
Here comes Wester back into the ball game, so that's a good sign.
Yeah, that's the play where you see Wester come flying up there and making big tackles. So good to see Jalen Wester back.
Yeah, I would go after the running back on that and make that quarterback try to beat us.
And as the clock goes to zeros, Palmetto lead this one 7-0.
Hey guys, Ryan Moore here with 662 Customs. Super excited to show you this truck we just finished today. This is our new 2020 2500 AT4. We did the paint to match grill and grill surround. We did the paint to match emblems, paint to match hooks around with the red hooks. Follow me around here. We did the paint to match fender flares and amber lights. Moving down, we did the 4-play SP70s wrapped in Toyo Open Country MTs on 35. We did the Zone 5-inch lift. We also blacked out all the emblems and the AT4 badging around. We put AMP Research retractable steps on it. This thing is bad. We also did this 2020-2500 AT4 Pacific Blue. We did the paint to match emblems with the red surrounds to match the red hooks. We also vinyled the fender flares to give it that sleek look, and also wrapped this one in Toyo Open Country MT 35s. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook and check out 662customs.com.
What beautiful trucks there from 662 Customs. Second and about a yard and a half here for the Rams. Puda Hayes gets it, coming to the sideline. He's got a big lane, and coming over there, Jacquez Hughes runs him out of bounds at the 40-yard line. Big gain.
Yeah, some really good blocking by the receivers, and they were able to seal that edge off. And once number 7 gets moving, it's hard to bring him down. So another nice job by Jacquez, at least push him out of bounds. But they got a little momentum going here, guys.
2 receivers out to the left, 1 single out here to the right. Big tight end Horatio out there on the wing there, and they look, and really good coverage out there, making it very difficult. First was Zipper, was standing right in the passing lane, which made that a very difficult play for Glover.
Yeah, but LJ Hewitt was right there as well, so he was able to interfere with that reception.
But Zipper did the perfect drop there, was right,
he really did,
right where he needed to be, made it very difficult.
Trying to throw around him. And
great job by Zipper, considering he's only been playing football for a month and a half.
Yeah, he's great.
He's an
just
athlete.
A junior,
There's
yeah.
no doubt.
He's
Second 10, quarterback keeps it this time. Got a big running lane, and he's going to be tackled there, but not before. Very, very close. I think he got the first down on the play.
Yeah, he got it. Yeah, they fake it to Hayes, so the defense is moving that way, and just wide open there on the right side of the offense for the junior quarterback to run through. So he, like you said earlier, Kenny, he doesn't run very much, but he's running. When he does run against us,
yeah,
he's effective.
He just need to be effective just to keep our defense on guard.
And they've got really nice size. The receivers are nice and tall. Duke Timmons out here, split wide to the right. And hands it to Puda this time. He got a big lane over there, and he goes for about another 8-yard gain. Really, they did a great job. The left tackle with a great block.
Yeah, these we're not getting off the blocks, and our DNs are getting held up, and you've got the linebackers coming over there trying to make a tackle. I think Jalen made that last tackle, but that's after 5 or 6 yards have already been picked up.
Yes, you're so right, Rick. I think they've made some really good adjustments to because we were putting pressure on them, and it seems to have disappeared.
Big tight ends in the slot. He's blocking, and he rolls to the right, throws it out there, and he's got a receiver that is wide open. Tigers trying to get the ball out, but very good play by number 1, Amari Hayes. First down.
Yeah, and that had to be a missed assignment because, like you said, Brian, he is wide open.
Quarterback just lays it right over the linebacker there, and
I mean, you got
between two. They must have been in a zone.
Yeah, it must have been because
he was right there.
LJ's not near him, and Jacquez is trying to get to him.
First and goal.
Good play design. It looked like everything was going to the left.
And they've got a pretty decent guy over there calling plays. You know, since he was with the Kansas City Chiefs. Maybe?
Yeah, so he's
head coach.
He's doing all right. 10-10 on the clock. They move Puda Hayes over to the left. Looked like they had a little movement. Then quarterback nearly found the crease, but coming in there
was Jordan Renard.
That was a ridiculous play by Renard.
Looked like maybe a little mix-up there. Maybe not an intentional QB run. It looked a little off-kilter, but
I tell you, that
was a
hole
great
open up.
Yes, it did.
And it looked like that one was going to go for a big gainer.
And Jordan stepped up, coming in the game with 36 stops so far.
For you watching, Jordan Renard is that 6'4", 255-pound sophomore.
With a varsity letter already.
And big K. Calzano, number 72, was down out there, was able to come to his feet there, the big offensive lineman.
And he too is a 10th grader.
Look for him to run left here. So, this time the Tigers jump offside. They were able to get Jalen Wester coming through that A gap early. So that'll be 2nd and 5 here for the Rams. .9:20 on the clock. Pudahay's running to the left, fakes it, quarterback keeps it, and he goes about we'll call it a 3-yard gain on the play by Brown there.
A good job by the defense, but I mean they're doing a lot of, directional plays. Looks like it's going left, it goes right, he holds, runs up the middle, runs around the edge. So I haven't watched any tape on this young man, but he's running the ball about as well as you would want your quarterback. Mm-hmm. So he's really doing a good job just managing this offense and taking the opportunity when it's there, Kenny.
He's big enough just to lean forward to get the necessary yards.
3rd and 5, ball on the 5. This time he's passing. Good pass rush, throws it up there, and great pass rush by number 17. That is
that's
Augustin.
Augustin comes in there and doesn't get the sack, but
good enough.
Causes an ill-advised throw, and there was some gray around the ball, but not close enough. But this would be huge if we could just stop them right here.
It looks like they're going to take a timeout and think about it. It's 4th and goal on the 2-yard line. So
if you go back, Kenny, I mean that first quarter, that was a quarter of really missed opportunities for us. We had some chances to put 14 more points on the board, and we just could not take advantage of a turnover and really great field position. So.
Well, we did the first time, but we haven't. Yes, we've had better opportunities that
after that
we have let go that were a little easier for the offense and just drop passes and just fall a little short.
One catch that Gathers usually makes a tough catch, and then the second one was just a drop. So those.
Yeah.
So here's a big one. So the Rams have their first timeout of the half. They're going to come out of that, and it looks like they're going to keep the offense on the field, electing not to go for the field goal.
And this time on 4th down, I bet you that they're going to have Michael Hayes in there this time, big number 7 instead of number 8.
And it's going to be critical for the left side of the defense. They got a little bit. 3 receivers out there to the left. He looks that way originally. He throws out good coverage over there. Great play by Sheldrick Simpson.
That was an awesome play.
Oh, my goodness.
He got his head around right at the last second. That was just that's a football play right there. If you watch him right here, gets his head around, gets a hand on that ball and breaks up that play.
Sheldrick is a beast in coverage. We've seen him week after week. The matchups over there, Sheldrick Simpson, number 20, just great defense.
And Tigers take over on downs, headed the other way.
So now that guy obviously knows what he's doing, but wouldn't it have been a lot better the way they've been running the ball just to give it to Hayes and see if he can get the 3 yards? But I'll take it.
Yeah, I probably would have faked it to Hayes and going left and thrown it to the other side with a single receiver out there, or just hand him the rock. He's a great back. Ziplin out of his own backfield, high snap to the right. He's trying to shake a tackle, and he does. Breaks out of there. Very scary.
Almost close to a safety there for a minute.
Yeah, these snaps. We had Juju, the center, the captain, with us on Tuesday. Great young man. We got to get these snaps straight here. It's throwing the timing off.
So got single receiver to the right, and then 3 receivers out here to the left. Ziplin, high snap, bobble in the backfield. Sagel gets it anyway, and he's going to be a safety on the play.
That is close.
It's up in the backfield there.
I cannot believe the ball got all the way out of, it has to come all the way across the
it looks like
line.
He was dancing right there on the goal line. He could have went either way on that, Rick.
No, this is really when we got to, buckle down here, and you got to focus on each and every play you can not afford a safety here and then give them an opportunity to have the ball back. But this is what we have to build on right here. You got to build on these type of plays during the playoffs, and right now we're in a bad position.
Ball's at the 1 yard line. They're bringing everybody. Siplin's on the quarterback keeper, and he gets out of there. And he makes one miss, and he's going to be tackled.
It's like we got a holding in the end zone, boys.
That would be a safety.
That would be a safety.
So if that is holding on in the end zone, that is going to be a safety.
Well,
let's see.
The other thing about this too was
they're
getting out of the end zone. You need at least 13 yards to punt. So he needed to get to at least to the 4 to have just the normal punting alignment. So this will take a little bit of the stress of that off of there, and where they could have got a cheap touchdown or another safety. We give them 2 here. It was a gift.
So, the choice here is you elect to free kick. You can punt this, or you can kick it with the kicker. So let's see what Coach Stevenson. That is correct, isn't it, Ken?
Yeah, it depends on what you can get away with. If I could kick it off the tee here, that's what the coverage team is used to with the stepping and the timing, and so let's see if they can. They just do that.
And it's tough. Your kicker's going to they're going to set it right down at the 20-yard line, and so it's going to be critical here for the sophomore. Lots of pressure here for Joden, and it's unusual situation for kickers, something they're not accustomed to, Ken.
Right. Well, too, cover. Just make sure we cover this thing. They're getting a 20-yard head start on us, so you want to keep them normally inside the 30, so we want to keep them on their side of the field if we cover this thing right.
So get a kick out of good service with our friends at DeVito's Auto in Palmetto. Gallardo just drives this one. Pretty nice-looking kick. It's going to be fielded at the 18-yard line. And he kind of slows down looking for a crease, and he's got it. And he's all the way to the 50, 45, and he's going to be run out of bounds there. And coming over to make a play there was L.J. Hewitt.
Yeah, it looked like they had him bunched up there. It looks like he was waiting for his wedge to set up and wondering if he was going to run it back, and found a little crease, and our coverage does need a little help there.
So after that kick.
Yeah, so once again we're asking our defense to help the offense out and get this ball back to them and keep this powerful offense out of the end zone. So far, you can't ask for anything more than what the defense has been able to do. And like a couple games earlier this season, they've been on the field a lot.
Jamal Williams is over here in coverage. And now they bring the big receiver out there, and he's got a jet sweep looking for a crease, and he breaks a tackle, and he's going to be gaining the first down on that one.
Yeah, and we had players around the ball there, just could not make a tackle.
So Glover gets it, and so.
Yeah, nice block there by number 8, Jaden Birch, to kind of open it up a little bit, and they're on a roll here.
So now the ball is spotted just inside the Tiger 30-yard line, so we'll call it the 29 and some change there. Big quarterback Ryan Brown done a pretty good job handling the offense here tonight. This time, there's a mix-up in the backfield, and the quarterback keeps it. Now he's trying to find a crease out there, and he's going to be tackled. And no flag in the backfield. Looked like a hold. Looked like a hold back there.
Yeah, goodness gracious.
For a gain of about 5.
So a gain of 5 on the play, and that's just a busted play. I think the defense might have just kind of froze when they saw the exchange problem.
Yeah, yeah, exactly right. They saw the ball and hey, let's go, and it bounced right back to them, and the big guy made a great play out of it, taking something out of nothing.
But the defense, came in and attacked the mesh point back there, nearly causing the fumble. So now they move the big tight end, Ferruccio, in motion. And he's rolling to his left. This time the Tigers are all over it, and that could be an intentional grounding there because no receiver out there in between the hash, and there it is.
It is
called. So that's a loss of down too, correct?
Yep, that's going to be an intentional grounding, loss of down. Huge stops. That'll bring up a 3rd down here.
Yeah, there was no receiver in the area.
Oh, yeah, it would be third.
It was second, so it's going to go to third.
Third, yes.
Tom, how's the pressure looking there?
It's looking great. They're getting off the edge really well. You know, that play before the handoff where the quarterback was able to turn it into something, there's a Palmetto defender standing there. Lucky he could have just grabbed the ball, but like you said, they just kind of they were in shock that it was available, that the ball was right there, and just kind of froze. I just overheard Coach Robbie Stevenson talking to the guys on that kickoff return, just talking about when you see a wedge coming at you, somebody's got to give themselves up and go right for the middle of that thing and break it up. Everybody's trying to dance around and be athletic, but in that situation, you just don't have that luxury. So good coaching going on by all the coaches on the sideline here and just trying to get us back on track.
So the scoreboard, that is about a third, and we'll call it about 25 now for the Rams. So they have Hayes in motion. Now he steps up. Well, look at the pressure. Arms
big. Boy. Good job. That was big.
On senior night with Miles Ormsby making that tackle, we had him the other night on the coach's show. And he is I saw him and I said, that kid is a dead ringer for somebody with a long flowing hair.
Well, yeah, exactly right, Brian. When I saw him come in with his parents, I didn't recognize him because last year when we had him, he had a crew cut and he has those long blonde locks, and I'm sure very popular on campus.
Yeah, he looks like Fabio, the old sports model dude. Now there's a high kick and it's got backspin. Look out, Tiger. Stay away. Peter. Stay away. Don't touch it.
Ormsby, what a play. He was being held on that play as well. The refs are letting him play, guys.
And Ormsby's an interesting player with Floyd Dozier Jr. going. He goes about, I would say, he's about 6'2". And excellent linebacker size, probably about 215.
He said he was 215.
But he's playing on the D. He's playing inside a lot.
He's playing interior defensive line.
Dude, isn't your mom here? Bro, don't worry about her, man. She's cool. It's Dakota's mom.
I don't even want to know what they're doing downstairs. All I know is they're here and they're safe.
You guys, it's the cops!
Did you know hosting a party with underage drinkers is a crime? You could face a $1,000 fine and up to a year in jail. Get the facts at drugfreemanatee.org.
4:52 on the clock here, second quarter. Palmetto Tigers have the ball. Palmetto Tiger defense continues to impress. Time for the offense to get things cranked up here. 1st and 10. Ball's at the 25-yard line. Siplin, empty backfield. High snap. Siplin rolls, and he steps up, tries to shake a defender or two, goes back just about a yard past the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah, we got a flag in the area of holding.
It's going to be a holding. No flag? Okay.
You're going to pull it?
No flag, excuse me.
So 2nd and 10.
I may have seen that kid in the yellow neon shirt over there.
Did. There's a kid in the yellow neon shirt over there, and it fooled everyone in the press box.
Yes, which is pretty easy to do.
And he was flying.
Well, from your window, Ken's in front of my window that I usually get, and you can't even see through it. So he's got an excuse, but no excuse for me over here. Now Siplin looks, Benson in the backfield. And he throws it out there, and it is going down to receive one completed pass, and that was Zakidri Rutledge, but the ball is just low.
One thing we have not seen tonight is Sajel Hickson in the offense. Having him out in the slot, he's a mismatch for any defense, but he's not been a big player tonight so far yet.
No, and he was such a key component of the offense last year,
and this year.
Yeah, he's a dynamic player. Anytime you can get the ball in his hands.
So he's in the slot over here, closest to formation. You can tie that safety up and watch for Sajel on the arrow route. This time Siplin looks and he throws it out there. Great catch on the play. First down.
That was big. We needed that.
That was a big catch by Zorian.
Yes.
He was being draped by a DB on that play. I don't even know how he caught it.
I tell you what,
he was all over him.
He might have dropped one earlier, but now he totally redeemed himself on that one. So that's a 1st and 10 for the Tigers. Option play. Sajel Hickson looking for a block, cuts it inside, and really hard running, spears, pirouettes, and he's going to be tackled just short of the line of scrimmage, so that's going to bring up a 2nd and 10.
Yeah, this defense for the Rams they're quick, they're strong, they swarm to the ball. We haven't really had a lot of success.
They're game planning around Sagel to prevent him from doing his thing.
And that's Benson, and he's tackled at the line of scrimmage. So that's going to bring up another 3rd and long here for the Tigers.
Yeah, another thing they do is they tackle very well.
Yes.
Yeah, over the years, you've heard about the strength and conditioning program over at Riverview. So they're tough.
Yes, they are. Got that brand new turf field and great band, great program throughout. Need to convert this. We're down 2-minute drill time.
Yes, 3rd and 10. Siplin back there with Benson. Sagel Hickson running the route. They throw it there, and it's intended for Rutledge, but the ball's overthrown, and that brings up a 4th and 10.
Rutledge falls over his head.
We've seen Josh do that on occasion. He looked like he was right on the line, just a little high.
You had 2 receivers, guys, right there in the same area. At first, I wasn't really even sure who he was throwing to.
Now, there was a little bit of a slow punt, the first punt, and you wonder if the coaching staff is saying, hey, let's go block this one. Gavin is back there to punt this one away. I believe it's Amari Hayes back there to return. There's Gavin, and he gets the kick off, nearly blocked. Very high kick. And he's going to tries to split them, but does not. And I believe is that Wester back there? Or
I think that was
LJ Hewitt.
Hewitt made that tackle.
Yeah. Again, impressive to see your 6'3" coverage corner making tackles tonight.
Well, the bad thing is the defense is back out on the field. The good thing is at least we picked up 1 first down.
Yes,
and gave them a little bit of a breather. Before.
Very little, but yes, you're exactly right. They need to finish strong here to finish this half out.
Really need to have the stop here. 2:02 on the clock.
Yeah, go ahead.
Brown looks, throws a little screen out there. Great play. And it's Hayes that catches it and turns it in for a 9-yard gain. But in the backfield back there, I believe it was Riley Jackson.
Coming from the blind side.
Nearly made the play in the backfield, but great play call and goes for an 8-yard gain. So now he looks, steps up. Plenty of time, just overthrows the receiver, stops the clock here, 1:36, brings up a 3rd and short.
I think that Brown is starting to feel that pressure a little bit. More pressure on that play. They're obviously trying to blitz more from the ends and get there and try to disrupt his passing. That was a good example there, right?
That's all it takes, Rick. You're exactly right.
You guys know Zipper has been close a few times. I'd love to see some pressure turn into an interception by 45 there. He's been around a lot of near interceptions. Hopefully he can get one here.
Great call from our Arctic Air sideline reporter, Tom Porter. Hayes moves over in the backfield to the right side of the formation, and Brown looks. He's got initial pressure, and he's going to step up, throw the long ball down the sideline, and it's going to be incomplete pass. And really great job of coverage closing on that by L.J. Hewitt.
Yeah, you see L.J. here. He actually is in good position and then gets out of position for just a second, was able to get back there and break that play up. He was running for his life there for a couple of seconds.
Guys, let me tell you, that was a perfectly thrown ball. It was right where it had to be. It was just great makeup and coverage, but that was a perfectly thrown ball by the quarterback.
So now the Palmetto Tigers, with another defensive stop here, have an opportunity to put some points on the board here before the half, 1:29 on the clock.
They have all 3 of their timeouts. They need to rush this guy and
Bloom back there to punt. He gets a high
That's his best punt. That's the best punt of the night for him.
And he gets a fantastic roll. And that's going to go down to about the 14-yard line.
They need to catch these things.
Nice punt.
Yeah, he just set us back. He flipped the field on us.
You know, even if we don't pick up any points out of this drive with 1:19 left, it's really important that this offense gets something going, move the ball, pick up at least a couple first downs, and hey, maybe with a couple seconds left, you can try to kick a field goal.
Oh, yeah.
We got to get something going
absolutely.
here. Because they are out of sync.
They are out of sync, and yeah, it would be nice to get some type of score because and get a double on this because we get the ball coming back the second half. Would really do wonders for the confidence of this offense. They're getting stifled here.
Be a good time for a screenplay here, boys.
Yes, I like that.
Just to the home side here. Come on, let's get one.
Sagel Hickson in the backfield. And it is slip screen. And nearly picked off there. Sagel was not able to get out on his route. He got tied up with the traffic there. Minute 15, second and 10.
All I can say is I'm glad that Josh is, 6'4", 6'5", because if he wasn't, those snaps would be over his head. I mean, even he's having to jump,
which is disrupting the timing of all these.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, everybody can just tell. It's just that split second timing is hurting the passing and the running game.
They've been high consistently all night.
Now with this, with a minute and 15 on the clock, the last thing you want to do is throw incomplete passes, turn the ball over to give them a scoring opportunity.
Yeah, and have to punt out of the end zone again.
So this time Siplin looks down the middle. He's got a receiver there, and it's too far. Had a receiver open if he makes a throw in front. And
that was Latrell Crawford. No,
wow.
I'm sorry. Was that Quay?
We'll get a number here.
Clay?
Let's see. That was Quay Bent. That was
15. Was that 13?
That was Quay Smith.
Quay Smith.
Quay Smith. But if that throw is thrown, another 6 yards shorter there, he was open in the seam. The safety was, way. So the middle field was open there.
So Rick, you're think about moving the chains here. We've stopped the clock twice. If we don't convert here, Riverview's going to get the ball back.
Yeah, right. And that's why I was talking about the runs earlier. Now he's got the ball, does run the ball, nothing there. Yeah. So that's clock. So they're going to grab a timeout there, minute and 5.
They have 2, so that gives them 1 with a minute left, and we have to punt the ball to them.
From deep from our own territory. And, they're going to be coming after it, so Robert's going to have to try to get
He's got to get it off.
A good kickoff here, and we got to cover it well.
We've got to cover. He's got to kick it well. We're asking a lot of them here.
Was not a very good snap last time, boys. He was able to get that kickoff and did a pretty good job, but it was not
just
a good
barely.
snap.
Yes, you're right.
Robert is a running back, and he has a lot of running skills, but he was nursing a knee injury earlier in the season, so he's not as mobile as he has been. Critical for the snap here. And the snap is going to be down. It's going to be Max Logan or DeJuan Smalley. We'll see who's going to run out there in the long snapper position.
I believe it's 33. He was on the sideline practicing here.
Okay, so that's Max Logan.
Max Logan, 6'2", 210.
So this is a critical long snap here. Minute and 5 on the clock here. Palmetto Tigers hanging on this tenuous 7-2 lead, short of the halftime break here. And Amari Hayes goes back there to return this one. He's set up on the 45-yard line. Robert Gavin awaits the snap. Max Logan fires a good snap, fires it back there. Gavin gets the kickoff. It's a high kick, and it's going to be fielded by Hayes. And
fair catch.
Caught the ball.
Trying to save some time, you think?
Yeah, they only have 1 timeout, so I would have saved.
That's the only thing I can come up with.
5 or 10 seconds maybe.
He didn't waste any time putting his hand up.
Yeah, so the clock stops with 59 on the clock. So what they're going to need to do is get the balls past the first down marker, stop the clock.
And then spike it. And they've got 1 timeout to probably save for something at the end.
So 1 timeout left, 1st and 10. The Rams have an opportunity, with 7, they're going to take the lead in this one. They've got the big receiver out here, Jerron Glover, on this side of the formation. They roll. Oh, look at the pressure here by the Tigers. And now he throws it down the middle of the field, an incomplete pass, and there's going to be a defensive holding play or something back here way in the backfield, in the defensive backfield.
Like holding against us on 87, the tight end. Looked like Big Baby might have grabbed a hold of him.
Yeah, it looked like we had Sheldrick Simpson
see if we can
there.
pick it up here. Look for the tight end. He looks like they collided. And we lost it on
That's
the play.
Augustin that misses the tackle. Good pressure. And this is on the far side of the field with the big tight end and Sheldrick Simpson. So it's holding.
So let's see
some
what
confusion on the placement.
Holding.
Yeah, defensive holding.
So that's a 10-yard from
yeah,
the
it's
spot.
from the spot of the foul. So that ball is going to be spotted at the 34-yard line for the Rams, and still have 52 seconds on the clock, plenty of time. Augustin nearly with a tackle back there, but great play by Brown to shake the tackle. Ryan Brown awaits the snap. He's got it. He's looking down for the big ball. Great pressure by the Tigers. Throws it out
Another
there.
flag.
And another holding.
Oh,
that came from the back judge, way in the back.
Now, in high school football, pass interference and defensive holding, even if the ball is uncatchable, the penalty is going to stick. You know, there is no uncatchable ball in high school football. You can throw it, on the other side of the track, and you're still going to get the call.
And we saw that Manatee against Les.
So with one time out here, the Rams have the ball 1st and 10.
25, so they're approaching field goal range here.
Ryan Brown with Puda Hayes in the backfield. Wester comes up wide. They wanted to hit the little slip screen out there. There was some holding and no call, but then there's a great play by Jordan Renard. Wester involved in the tackle.
Great job on the coverage there. Clock continues to run.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of holding up front
Yeah,
there
there
with
was.
their linemen, but they're not calling that.
Yeah.
They're calling the defensive players for holding, I guess, because they see it better.
Throws the ball in the middle of the field. Wide open receiver turns, tries to shake a tackle there, and that's Hayes. He's grinding forward, and he's still going. And he's at the goal line, and he is in for 6.
Wow.
14 seconds on the clock. The Rams have now taken an 8-7 lead, and there is an extra point pending.
Touchdown, Riverview.
What an effort there by Amari Hayes, just willing himself into the end zone. He fights for what looks like 10 yards.
9.
No.
Breaks off of that.
Breaking 2 tackles and carrying 3 or 4 Tiger defenders. Miles Ormsby's holding on for his life there in the end zone. Great effort by the young man, just a junior.
Brown on the hold, number 25. Bukanza on the attempt.
Now the snap. Brown with a nice hold. Kick is up, and it is good. So with 14 seconds, the Tigers lead are trailing in this one, 9-7.
Yeah, the offense again struggling and trying to pass the ball late, stopping the clock. Gave them a second life, and Riverview capitalizes on a short field and some penalties, and we have a ball game.
Yeah, I think you'll see from Troy here during halftime. Offensively, we have been stifled. And you go back to their game against Braden River. What was that? 7-5. I think that score was. So
Southeast.
But
7-5, and we beat them 38-12
yeah, but this
last week.
defense here for Riverview, they're no joke. This is a great defense, and we have just not been able to move the ball effectively against them tonight.
Got a good look at the number here. This is Ryan Sims, the junior, coming to kick this one away. Whistle has blown this one live. Get a kick out of good service with our friends at DeVito's Auto. Driving low kick, and it's going to be fielded there. And he's looking. Jaquez Hughes looks to cut.
Hold on to
and
it.
he's going to be tackled
that
there.
should be a flag, but it's not.
So there is only 8 seconds left on the clock. So Hughes was trying to find a crease there. Nothing there. So, the Palmetto Tigers really had some opportunities on the offensive side in the first half, unable to convert, but really only trailing in this one by 2. Pretty good defensive effort so far by the Tigers.
I mean, that is the good news, but you go back here to those missed opportunities that we had offensively, and then you think about the fourth quarter and how tight this ball game may be, Kenny, and you just can't help but just think about some of those
Yeah, it's going to be a dogfight here in the second half. It's going to who wants it the most.
Defensively, both these teams are playing
Solid.
outstanding.
Yes.
So the clock goes down to 0. Siplin takes the knee there. So at the close of the first half, the Palmetto Tigers trail the Riverview Rams. Riverview Rams 9, Palmetto Tigers 7.
It's a record of accomplishment few can match. Vern Buchanan is rated one of the most effective and bipartisan members of Congress. 22 bills signed into law under 3 presidents from both parties. Bills protecting veterans, strengthening Medicare, safeguarding the environment, even preventing cruelty to animals. No matter the issue or the odds, Vern Buchanan gets the job done for Florida and America.
I'm Vern Buchanan, and I approve this message.
Did you know that you can purchase a new vehicle online without ever having to step foot in the dealership? Using our new Shop Click Drive tool, you can search for your next vehicle from the comfort of your home or office. Select your purchase method and customize your payments. Value your trade-in, submit your deal, and boom, have your new vehicle delivered to you by a product specialist in just a few hours. It's as simple as that. Visit ConleyBuickGMC.com to learn more about our new Shop Click Drive tool. Conley Buick GMC, where we treat you like family.
Hey, this is Casey Scott, husband, father, artist, golfer, diver, fisherman, lover of life and family. Passionate about protecting our world's resources and capturing its beauty through my artwork. Although I live in Palm Beach, Florida, I buy my vehicles from Conley Buick GMC in Bradenton because they are passionate about protecting our environment and providing you with a great buying experience. They absolutely do treat you like family.
Hi, my name is Heather, and I bought my Crosstrek here at Conley Subaru. The eyesight feature in it saved my life. So I was driving down 41, a car pulled out and ended up causing an accident. Fortunately, my Subaru with eyesight helped save my life by braking and even slightly turning the vehicle as I was going through this. I love my Crosstrek. I hope you buy your car here at Conley Subaru, where they really do treat you like family.
Hey gang, Bill Britt here, your Palmetto Booster Club president, and I'm here with former high school All-American and All-SEC kicker Robbie Stevenson, who happens to be our special teams coach at Palmetto High School. Normally, Robbie, we would be here to talk football, but we've got a special event coming up, and we really want to get the message out to our Palmetto fans. So I want to talk about the upcoming fundraiser for the Palmetto Athletic and Academic Association, Vegas Nights.
Vegas Nights.
So tell us a little bit about Vegas Nights.
So Vegas Nights is our flagship fundraiser, Palmetto. If you missed it last year, you are not going to want to miss it this year. If you've seen the posters around town, you will see that it says FOP Lodge. In 2 weeks, we sold out of the FOP Lodge. It is no longer at the FOP Lodge. It is at the Worthington, which is off 17th, just behind the Anna Maria Oyster Bar. The owner of the Worthington is Jared James. Most of you guys know Jared. He owns the Hickory Hollow and the Sea Hut. You will not want to miss this event. This event is awesome. We're giving away an American Pride golf cart. They are our flagship sponsor this year. $12,000 golf cart, custom, jacked up rims. We're giving that away. Wrenches, Cooling and Heating has given us a 5-ton AC unit, full install, 100% free to the winner. 3 guns from ASAP Pawn and Guns. We will be giving those away at the event, along with multiple items donated by other businesses in the city of within the city of Palmetto. So if you don't have a ticket, get one because they're going fast. Okay, get one because they're going fast. If you're wondering where you can get a ticket, you get one at Popey's in Palmetto. Go have breakfast, go have lunch, get one from Mike. Mike's on the board. Go see Jordan Vonador. You guys know where his business is. Go see Bill Britt. See myself. Go see somebody that's on the board, Tom Porter. Everybody knows Tom Porter in the city of Palmetto. Go see him. We all have tickets. They're going fast. It's going to be a great event, Bill.
I'm really excited about it, having participated in last year's event. Got rave reviews, and it's really an event that the community rallied behind. We raised a lot of money for our scholarship funds and for the programs at Palmetto High School. In addition to Popey's, you can also get tickets at Jack's Sports Bar, one of our big sponsors. You can contact the boosters at 941-877-1180. We can get you tickets. They are $50 to get in, and it is well worth it. There'll be a lot of things going on that evening. Food is part of that event. A lot of fun and games, a lot of entertainment, just a really good time for a worthy cause. So if you're in the area and you don't have any plans on November the 7th, you need to come out. What time does that start?
It starts at 7 o'clock. And like Bill said, it's a great event, but most importantly, it's a great event because it's a black tie event. So fellas, if you're watching, grab your wife, get some tickets, say, honey, I'm taking you out, dress up. It's red carpet, valet. I mean, it is going to be, last year was awesome. It was absolutely awesome. And just for those of you that haven't heard of the PAAA, we're the Palmetto Athletic and Academic Association. All of our funds go to the City of Palmetto student athletes. Lincoln, Palmetto Elementary, Palmetto Charter, Palmetto High School. It does not just go to Palmetto High School football team. Okay, we have scholarship funds. We have athletes that are end up coming to Palmetto. We spread the wealth. It's a great event. We're a great organization. You will have an absolute blast.
Well, Robbie, thanks for updating our fans on this event. And in addition to the Vegas Nights, we will have some other events forthcoming in 2021. We will get the word out as that schedule goes forward.
Well, yeah. For those of you that keep up with our events, you know we have the fishing tournament. But one of the events that's coming up next year that everybody's going to want to jump on board is the Hall of Fame, the first annual Palmetto High School Hall of Fame banquet. It's going to be awesome. Palmetto, it's time for Palmetto to recognize these athletes that have come through the high school and have done great things in our community. So we're putting it's going to be a dual effort between the Booster Club and the PAAA. We're putting on the first annual Hall of Fame banquet next year, homecoming week. It's going to be awesome.
And as these events come up, we will get more details out to the community and to our fans. But we hope that for those of you who are viewing, if you don't have any plans on Saturday, November the 7th, please get a ticket. Come out to this event. I know that you'll have a good time, and it's all for a worthy cause, supporting the youth of Palmetto.
Doing good.
Hey guys, it's Alan Conley from Conley Buick GMC. Halftime's almost over, so make sure you stay tuned. Go Tigers!
All right, coming up to the halftime break, welcome back to Tiger Vision as presented by Conley Buick GMC. I am Brian Varnador, and I'm joined here by Rick Wells, Ken Burton Jr., and Troy Bellamy. And we want to turn it over to Troy here in a little bit, talk about some of the halftime statistics for those Palmetto Tigers. That probably won't take a lot of time, Troy.
That's right. Very pedestrian night tonight for us. You know, it's always tough senior night. Maybe a few distractions, grandma's in the stand, you know it's your last home game. We still got a lot more football to play, so hopefully coach has given them a pretty good talking to at halftime and get them motivated. Obviously, we didn't play as well as we wanted to play in the first half. We had opportunities, but we just weren't able to push the ball in. In the first half, Josh Siplin was 5 of 13 for 30 yards passing, but he did have a touchdown to Zorian Gathers. He's also accounted for the lion's share of our rushing attack, which totals about 30 yards.
Yeah.
He got 26 of those on one run. Riverview, surprisingly, with their backup quarterback, Brown, is playing very well. They're moving the ball. They're going to give the ball to Puda Hayes, and he's over 60 yards rushing now. And he's actually thrown the ball and run the ball surprisingly well himself, which is something that we hadn't accounted for probably in pregame. So, you know, it's a tough night, but, you know, we're still in a ball game here. We have an opportunity. We've had plenty of opportunities in the first half to kind of put the game in better position, you know, have some scores deep in their territory. They're the backs against the shadow of the end zone, but we weren't able to put it in. But hopefully here in the second half, like I said, coming out, getting the ball back to the offense, we got to see if we can punch something in, and we're still only down, you know, a one field goal. So we'll turn it back over to you guys.
Thank you very much, Troy, and wanted to say special thanks to our sponsors tonight. We have a new sponsor, and that is Sumter Electric. You remember old Ronnie Sumter? I don't know if Tom's on the microphone now. Tom would remember him.
Yeah, absolutely. He's my quarterback my senior year.
Yeah, he could have been a great one, but he had a center that, you know, had a lot of issues there, Tom.
Well, for a short time, you had me. But no, he was a great player. Did a great job leading that 93-94 team.
Yeah, that's right, Tom. And so our great new sponsor, we're going to, at the end of the close of the game, if we have the opportunity to have some player interviews, Tom, it's going to be the Sumter Electric Impact Players of the game.
I won't remember that, so I'll ask you again. Right?
I'll try to feed you with that. Rick, your observations of the first half.
Well, Troy said it all. And, I mean, that's there's really not much more you can say. We have to come out here in the second half, and offensively we have to figure out a way to move the ball. And I know Coach Marino, Coach Ty, you know, they'll be doing everything they can to get this offense moving in the right direction. But, you know, a lot of missed opportunities, and the defense was just on the field far too long. And for Riverview to only have 9 points really is a testament to how great this defense really is. So, you know, they were tired, they were wore out. And I think that was kind of obvious that last play when they went to the end zone. They're just, you know, trying to do what they can to hang on. But offensively, we have got to figure out what's going to work here and exploit it and try to move that ball down. We have to get in the end zone, guys. I mean, we got to get there if we want to have a chance. We had some great field position that first half, and we've already said it. We beat it into the ground. We just did not take advantage of the opportunities.
Hey guys, I'm catching Coach as he's walking out of the huddle here. Coach, obviously not the first half. You're looking for offensively struggled, about 60 yards of total offense there. Definitely not what we're used to seeing. What adjustments were you expect to see in the second half here?
We have the game plan, and it's just we got to execute, and we got to be a little bit hungrier. You know, that's the bottom line. You see it right there at the end. They're a hungry football team. You know, that's the reason why they only lost one game. We've got to match their intensity. We're going to find out what these seniors got in terms of heart and character.
Offensive line seemed to be a little bit of a struggle as well, getting started. The snaps have been a little high. Is there any reason for that, or is it just jitters or not executing?
No, they're a good defensive line. They're a great defensive line. We knew that coming in. That's why we've been having to rely on the passing game a little bit. Receivers got to make some plays. They got to catch balls so that then we can pass so that we can run. The pass has got to set up the run, not the other way around tonight.
All right, Coach, thank you. Hey, guys, when Coach was talking to the team, he was in there and he was challenging the kids individually, and he was saying, you know, we got a lot of sophomores, we got a lot of juniors out here. Who wants it? Who wants to make a play? Who's going to be the guy to stand up and make a play in this second half to get this thing on the right track. So he's definitely trying to motivate him, trying to get him emotional. We looked a little sluggish even coming out for the warm-ups here. They didn't seem fired up. Hopefully they can get that together and really come out with some energy in this third quarter.
Yeah, absolutely, guys. I agree with all of your analysis. It's going to come down to shorter fields in the second half. It's going to come down to turnovers, who makes them and who doesn't. And Rick has said it. Our offense just needs to move the ball enough to take advantage and just give our defense cannot be on the field at length in the second half where it's game over.
Yeah, well, Coach Marino already, pointed this out. This is a great defense. They knew that Riverview had a great defense, but we've had some open receivers. We've had some opportunities, and we just could not, connect. And we have to connect the second half.
So back there to field this one, Robert Gavin, who's been punting, he's back there, and then Jaquez Hughes is back there to return this one. Strong-legged kicker is approaching the ball, get a kick out, a good service with our friends at DeVito's Auto. Bloom with a kick, and it's a very high kick, and it's going to be fielded there by Jaquez Hughes. Comes out. He's at 15. He's at the 20, 25, 30, 40. And he is finally run out of bounds at the 48-yard line.
Yeah, we do have a flag on the field.
Generally,
about
that's
the
in
40.
That's generally the holding or the block in the back. We'll see as they sort this one out. It is a holding on the Tigers, so that's going to back them up. The good news is here, Palmetto Tigers elected and deferred in the first half, so we got to open up with a kick. Now it's time for that offense to wake up and go to work.
And we'll see what kind of adjustments Coach Marino and Coach Stoltz have made to see if we can't jumpstart this offense to move the ball.
Yeah, we know the Stolt family's up there watching in New York tonight. I've seen that on the screen here tonight, so they're excited to see this offense start to click.
It's a former player right there.
Big Kevion Williams.
Yeah.
Kevion.
Standout watching in
He was
tonight.
a player.
Yes, he was.
Two receivers out here to the right. Siplin looks. Good snap. Hey, throws a little high pass. It sails on him. Zorian gathers. Intended for just a pickup of the first down, but he overthrew it by about 5 yards.
Yeah, so we go back here. A great kickoff return by Jaquez. We get a penalty. We get pushed back. Now you're already looking at 2nd and 10. So, this has been the pattern here tonight, and we got to shake things loose here right now and pick up a first down.
And all this in only 15 seconds has come off the clock.
Amazing. Now Zakiji Rutledge is over here wide to the right. Siplin, oh boy, nobody out there, and he tries to get a gain, make something positive. Goes for a loss of about 1, so that brings up a 3rd and 11.
You have to get the number. Linebacker comes right up the middle, untouched.
Probably was, we've seen Sincere Littles over the years. Number 6 is always tough in there inside, but I believe that was number.
Sincere was pushed outside. They were going at it out there with another lineman.
Yeah, it's probably.
I think it was Davion LeBron.
Good call, Rick. So we have Benson in the slot over to the left. Now we have Trips to the right and empty backfield with Big Siplin. Nice snap. He looks, throws it, settles down, has to avoid, and he's going to be sacked. A loss of about 6 on the play. Brings up 4th down. Punting situation, Robert Gavin.
Well, that was a coverage sack right there. He was looking around. It looked like he checked off a couple of times. Nobody there, and the pocket just gave out. And unfortunate 3 and out, and we netted a -7 yards to really help our stats.
Yeah, they got some fire over there on that.
Yeah, they do. You got to remember,
side.
we have beaten them 4 times in a row. So to come in here and knock us off will do wonders for them.
Jerry Brewer on that last play. Now Gavin has kind of it's all great roll on this kick, and it goes out of bounds. So they're in great shape here. It's going to be. They're going to start it at inside the 40. It's 43-yard line. It's 43-yard line. It checked out of bounds over there.
Great field position.
Really good start for the Rams here. Come out and, got a penalty on the kick return and then great defensive play. So really good defensive play by these Rams. So they're leaving a lot of pressure on this Palmetto Tiger defense.
Yeah, they're going to have to match the intensity, Brian.
You think about it. We were on the 50 and give them the ball back on the 43.
This school's capable of flipping it old school, starting to play field position, run the ball a little bit more, wear the defense out. This time they're running a little toss play out there to Puda Hayes, and he slips. And Jordan Renard was there for the tackle. Very, very small gain on the play.
Yeah, we've noticed a little bit of traction issues here tonight. So
number 9, Jordan Renard.
He slipped. That was a 6 slide.
He might have got a few more yards out of that, but we'll take the slip.
And then Jalen Wester was just right where he was supposed to be, forcing that one inside. So 2nd and 10, no gain on the play, 9:46 on the clock here in the third. Riverview has one receiver out here to the left, and that's Duke Timmons. He's a good one. He's covered over there by Sheldrick Simpson, 2 receivers out there to the right. No rush here. Puda Hayes in the backfield, and he keeps it, and there again is a big run, and it goes for about a 7-yard gain on the play, and that's Ryan Brown with another good run here out of the quarterback position.
Now, I heard earlier that Troy said that he's the backup. Did he play last week?
They had another quarter. They only had 2 games of stats, and there was another one in there.
Yeah, Will Evans, number 12.
And their numbers were similar, but they didn't have a full slate of stats, so it was really hard to figure it out.
Brings up a very long 3rd and 3, and ball just short of the 45-yard line. Really good play here tonight by Ryan Brown, the quarterback. Now he's running the little toss play out there. He's got a good block on the edge. That's a first down for Puda Hayes.
And all you have to do is give him a full head of steam, and 3 yards is going to be nothing.
By number 21, Jalen Wester.
Easy run there, first down, move the chains.
And the offensive tackles, Rick, they're doing a great job with that reach block.
They really are. And they've been doing it all night, and we have a hard time getting off the block. We can't get the edge sealed off.
So the ball's right on the 50-yard line, directly in front of Troy Bellamy here. 8:31 on the clock. Brown looks, he's faking, it's a hitch and go, and he's hit, and that is going to be
Tiger ball, boys.
They're going to call that incomplete pass.
Wow.
Now, Tom,
we need to look at that.
We're going to see it here on the Arctic Air replay. Not so sure about that one.
That looked like a fumble, boys.
It did.
I didn't think the arm would. Let's see.
Brings up 2nd
that is
down and 10.
You call that an empty hand?
Yeah, that's an empty hand. That is because he got hit on the elbow. Ball was loose. The hand went forward.
Already out of his hands.
You could hear the smack hit his arm as he drew back.
It was already out of his hands before it moved forward.
Yeah, but that's the benefit of super slow replay here for the Tigers. There is a penalty on the field, and it's going to be offense on the Tigers. Looks like encroachment, lined up offsides.
5-yard penalty.
So we have a fumble. We don't get it. Refs call it a forward pass, and now we're offsides, and we give them a 2nd down and 5. So things not really going our way right now, gentlemen.
Clock is stopped at 8:21. The Rams have the ball now on the 45. Duke Timmons is out here wide, covered by Sheldrick Simpson. And then Jamal Williams is covering the slot receiver out here, and that's Hayes. Looks down the field, plenty of protection there. Got a wide open receiver, the big tight end, and that's number 87 there. It's Ferraccio.
Really good catch.
To his tight end.
Looked like he threaded the needle in between Jalen and this safety there, and the big man comes up with the big catch.
And he had a nice clean pocket that time, something he hasn't seen much of tonight, and really a fine throw, great catch by the big tight end there. As Ronnie Sumter is looking in, 1st and 10 here for the Rams. And now he's looking single coverage over there, and it's going to be Sheldrick Simpson. Can he make the play? No, ball is overthrown. Great pressure in the backfield by Ormsby. I'm not so sure that was a late hit. It's a holding on.
Yeah, that was a different look for that Riverview offense. He actually went under center for the first time tonight.
And great play by Miles Ormsby, Fabio in the backfield there.
Coaches have been screaming down here about the fact that the offensive line is holding our defensive ends.
They've been holding all night, Tom.
Oh, yeah. And I think that we had to send some pressure just to expose it a little bit more than we have been. We haven't been blitzing much, so that really helped to expose it.
Yeah.
Thanks very much for that Arctic Air sideline report, Tom.
We've been able to see that up here on the replay all night, just holding on just about every play. And really am surprised this is the first time it's been called, because we've been in some games before where holding is called about, every other play.
Well, and they've run that toss play. They've been successful in it, and the tackles are making with the defender in outside leverage, and they're able to make that reach block. So a lot of times you get called on that. Zipper now is in press coverage over here on the slot receiver, Hayes, and Sheldrick Simpson is out here wide. They run the toss play, and this time Puda Hayes breaks a tackle or two, but then he's going to be tackled. Let's see who jumped back there and made that tackle. We'll catch it on the replay, perhaps.
He is, for a big guy, he's got some real nimble feet.
No, great feet.
There is that play was going nowhere, and he made something out of it by breaking back against the grain there.
22 is not going to enjoy film day on that play right there.
Yeah, Danny Rivera, number 22, he moves that back, inside, and
you set him up for a loss.
Big play here. Second forever. Little middle screen to Puda. He's being held
that's a hold
there.
right there.
They got it.
They got that one.
So you'll see that on the replay, and that's going to be stamp. That Ruben stamp was held on the play.
Three old guys in a booth can see it. It's for real.
Yeah, you, Troy, and Kenny saw that one up here.
Michael Hayes.
I may be the senior partner up here. I'm sorry about that.
Palmetto's going to push them back.
Tom?
Yes, sir.
What'd you see? Did you see that one? It was pretty clear, right?
Yeah, it was pretty bad, and I'm screaming the top of my lungs because I know they're not going to call it, and then both of them call it. So it was pretty egregious. Almost hold him over his shoulder on number 10 there.
Yeah, well, you keep screaming down there, Tom. You got to remember, TigerVision is presented by Conley Buick GMC. We are unashamedly Homer Vision here.
I was actually wondering which part of Sarasota is this crew from. Do we know? Anybody know?
Well, hey, we are
homers.
We are the broadcast for the home team, and it's not playoff time, so let her eat, Tom. And we thank all of our TigerVision, as presented by Conley Buick GMC, fans for watching us tonight. Riverview in a terrible predicament here.
Don't get choked up.
I looked at the marker, and they got like 40 yards to go to get a first down here.
Oh, jumped.
Oh, good. Good rush there initially. Now he's going to run it for the sideline. He's going to be tackled on the sideline.
Be careful.
That's clean.
Be careful.
He was inbounds, and that's Jalen Wester over there.
Wester on that tackle.
Good speed right there. I mean, Big Baby sees.
Look at the speed.
Look at him cut him off.
My goodness.
And that was, again, great coverage by our secondary. Nobody open, and we could put everybody back since they had a mile to go.
Big week for Jalen Wester. Got his driver's license this week.
Did he? Yeah.
I just hope he plays fast with a lot of contact, but here slow. on the field here on Friday nights and be safe out there. Lots of time back there initially.
Blitz.
Ormsby chasing him. Now he's running across the edge. Good speed there, but you can keep it clean, Tigers. And there's
there it is. There it is.
And that's Sheldrick Simpson. And that was going to be 10 yards short of the first down marker here on third down. It's not an automatic first down here in high school football, so it's still going to be third down here, and
it's going to be
because of where he is with the yardage.
So that was like a 20-yard gain.
Yeah, it's 15 from the spot of the foul, so that's going to take him over for the first down.
You got to know where the sideline is.
You got to pull off of that one. With third and an eternity there.
You've already done your job and turned him in towards the sideline.
Just run him out.
Not going to get the first down.
You guys may have seen it better than me. There was a lot of players in front of me, but the coaches were adamant that he was in bounds when he hit him. They're screaming at the ref that he was not out of bounds. So I couldn't really tell.
Well, we couldn't see it from here, but we're going to look at the replay. We'll let you know.
We're going to pick it up on the Arctic Air replay. Clock. So here in the chase.
Slow it down. He's out.
Yeah.
He's out. He was out. One foot was out. Now he's getting hit.
So big penalty for the Tigers. Very tough. And now Riverview.
Red zone.
Red zone. Knocking on the door. Ryan Brown fakes the handoff. Now he's rolling to the right. Good pursuit this time by the Tigers. And the Tigers, Ferraccio has the ball. Boy, he had that elbow flying wide there. The ball came out after his knee was down, I believe. Okay, so can those Palmetto Tigers, they've got 2 turnovers. The defense has 2 turnovers on the night. This will be a great place to pick up number 3. 2nd and 7.
You need a bend, but don't break here by our defense. And my goodness, they've been out there a lot tonight.
They really have.
Brian Brown back there with Puda Hayes, and he has 2 receivers out here now covering over here. And then they got 1 single receiver over there to the right side of the formation. Les L.J. Hewitt is covering Timmons over here. Now they run that, and he breaks a tackle, leaps forward. Going to be short of the first down, but a nice gain on the play. And it's going to bring up a 3rd and 2.
Nice play call. They used the tight end as the lead block there to open him up a little bit there to make it 3rd and short.
They're having a lot of success on those plays tonight, and Simpson's able to make the tackle. But 3rd and 2 here, they're going to go, I would say.
Okay, we're going to give it to number 7. Why not?
Yeah, why not? I mean, he's the bulldog of the offense right now. He is running hard.
Well, the defense, you want to be barking some signal changes here and try to pick up maybe a false start on the offense here. Now they fake the jet sweep. Quarterback keeps it. He's got a big first down on the play, and he runs, and so that'll be spotted at about the 5-yard line. 1st and goal for the Rams.
They're just going to take their time and methodically begin using the clock here, and why not?
So we've got Palmetto Tigers with a little bit of some cramping issues there. Might have been Jacquez Hughes. So he's going to come out, check out of the game, and Alvarez comes in for the replacement. Good to see him back. He's the senior, 5'10", 145-pound DB. Was a starter at the beginning of the season, had an injury. Good to see Kobe Alvarez back out there.
Jacquez was trying to come back in the game. Referee said, no way, you got to stay out of play.
Get a large dose of pickle juice over there, and Jacquez Hughes is a guy you always want on the field. Riverview Rams driving here. 1st and goal. The ball is at the 6-yard line. Lots of options available here for the Rams. Buda Hayes in the backfield. They're going to use Farashi over there. He's out. They look for him initially. There's a hold right there, not called. He throws it across there late on the ground.
One hop.
Incomplete.
One hop. That was Jersey.
Pass.
Watch this on the replay. It's so obvious.
He's pulling his jersey.
You hardly ever
look
see
at that right
a
there.
hold that deliberate and not get it called. I mean, that's just – it's so obvious that 2 old guys and Brian – we're able to see it.
And Troy is got in front of the double frosted window.
He even
over
saw
here.
it with the double frosted window, with his glasses on, with a computer in his face,
trying to do stats. But that is now really it's 2nd and goal here from the 6. Yep. They run the inside handoff to Puda Hayes, and there's not much tough sledding there. It goes for about a 2-yard gain, so that's going to bring up a 3rd and 4.
3rd down.
We're going to look for a sweep, something on the edge, right, guys?
Yeah, well, that's when they've been successful.
That's been their bread and butter play. I mean, that's
anything you can do to tire an already tired defense. I'd go to the wide side of the field.
Yeah, because
here.
right now that seems to be the hardest play for us to stop.
Put that tight end there as your lead block and see what happens.
Wide is Duke Timmons to the far sideline with number 4, Jerron Glover in the slot, uncovered briefly as we're moving across the formation is Zipper. They think that there may be something going out. Now there is
Flag. Delay a game.
Delay a game. Can you believe that?
The Rams.
Wow. That is a bad mistake for the Rams. So, we had the big personal foul for the Tigers and then a critical position here. And it's now,
from the 9.
A positive of this on 3rd and down, it gives you a little bit more to work with on an obvious receiving, when you're going to throw the ball. But it limits your options. You're not going to run it in from here, so you're going to need to throw the ball.
I need to throw it. Yeah, good call there. We'll see what their offensive coordinator, Todd Haley, dials up here.
That gives you opportunities to throw that fade route, in the corner of the end zone over there. Gives you a little bit. And they're waving the flag off. And
how'd that even happen?
Timeout.
So they granted Riverview the timeout.
That's
game penalty. So that's a
penalty
still at the 4-yard line.
No. So it's going to be back to the 4-yard line, and it's going to be 3rd and goal from the 4.
Yeah. Luke's calling it.
Luke Bustle up here in the press box said he didn't know that they had the option. Do you want to take the penalty or do you want to take a timeout here, Coach? Back to Homer Vision here.
Well, they must have an eternal clock going on over there because for them, unlike the pros, you don't have that, that game clock. You don't have the.
But Haley used to be in the pros.
Well, I know, so he's got it going on. He knows right away. He's counting right now.
So explain to me how that timeout is not called when the coach calls it if they hear him call it. I mean, that makes zero sense that 30 seconds after the play, they decide.
They heard him, but they didn't really hear him until they heard him.
The guy in the middle of the field throwing the flag, so the timeout came from the sideline.
Maybe if they focused on the tackles holding a little bit, maybe.
Puda in the backfield alone. Handoff, jump cut. Great play initially.
That was that big baby.
Big baby comes in here, but he goes for about a gain of a yard on the play.
Still, now it brings up 4th down. You got to make a decision.
Tackled by number 21.
Yeah. Well,
I think they already have.
With the Palmetto Tiger offense not doing anything tonight, being
down here.
Sure, let them go. The Palmetto Tigers, if we don't score here, they're going to have to drive 97 yards here. So the decision was made there by the staff here to go for it here on 4th down. Quarterback eyes the field, throws it to the left, wide open. Oh my goodness!
Wow.
When I thought that was going to be a pick 6 by Sheldrick Simpson.
I think Sheldrick thought it was going to be a pick 6 too, but that's.
Hey, looking at the replay,
that's a great play. Regardless,
that was 21 boys. 21 came across the last second. And
big baby came over there. Hey, they stop them. They have a water break.
Every day, 192 people in the U.S. die from drug overdose, but they don't have to. In Florida, if you're trying to save the life of another person, you're protected from prosecution by the Good Samaritan Act.
You just saved her life.
All right, so now coming off the 4-yard line are the Palmetto Tigers. So you're 96 yards away. The offense hasn't been doing anything tonight. One of the options that is always good is Sajel Hickson. So very quiet first half.
Yeah, and this is twice tonight the defense has kept them out of the end zone on 4th down, guys. So they're doing their part.
Sincere Littles, this time they pick him up, and then that pass is deflected there. Great play by the D end over there, batting that one down.
Number 14.
Number 14, man. And he was Josh was eyeballing that side of the field the entire time. So
Robert Gavin just checked into the game, boys, for looks like running back. I think that's the first time he's been running the
I think you're
position.
Right.
And what Robert Gavin brings to the table, he is an excellent pass protection running back. So good call, Tom. 3 receivers to the left. Siplin, nice snap. Throws a little route there, and that's a good one. And 1st down. And driving forward, and that's got to be Mouse there. Is that Benson?
That's going to be number 13.
13.
That's going to be Quay Smith.
Quay Smith, our
reception.
Leading
Big
receiver.
reception.
That was a big play getting out of that end zone, guys.
Just a simple slant through the
area,
zone
first
and
down, Tigers.
nice pitch and catch. Much needed.
Yeah, that's the biggest catch of the night right now.
Absolutely.
So Quay Smith gets the Tigers in a much better situation. Siplin, look, he throws it behind, and nearly picked off, and it went right. Oh, there's a late hit, and that's uncalled there. Zorian Gathers, ball was tipped off his hands.
I have never seen
and
blatant fouls not called like we're seeing tonight.
Watch this on the replay at the very end of the last play. Gathers incomplete pass. It's really a catchable ball. A little high, but I thought it was catchable. And then coming over late, the safety came over.
I've never
Popped
seen
him.
it.
Yeah.
So
no flag.
Minute 58 here in the third quarter. Palmetto Tigers are trailing 9-7. They hand it to Sajal Hickson. And Sajal has nowhere to go. Goes for a big loss on the play.
One thing you can't do is you can't go backwards. You just got
Make
to
it third down and long.
You got to go down and live to see another down. But
we don't need to get behind the chains,
tackle on that
especially
play.
the way our offense has struggled moving the ball.
So we've got receivers Quay Smith out there. We've got Zakidri Rutledge. It's time for one of the receivers to make a play here for the Tigers, but it is 3rd and 20.
Yeah, this is a big down right here. I mean, this is asking a lot of this offense, but this defense is tired, guys.
Ball on the 15.
Need about 20 on this.
Need Sajal to tie up that free safety and find one of those other receivers. Siplin just throws a little slipper out of the backfield there. No gain on the play. Very short gain on the play, and it brings up a punting situation for Robert Gavin.
Pass out to the left side. Short gain brings up 3rd and
As a hush falls over the crowd here at Harley Stadium. 56 seconds on the clock. Robert Gavin is out there.
Tackle again by number 14, Jake.
And he's
Naglione.
went out there without his gear on. But he's going to be able to punt this one out there, and he's punting it to the very dangerous Amari Hayes. Going to be a critical snap here for Max Logan.
Back to return number 1, Amari Hayes.
Hayes is standing right on the 50. Oh, boy. Nearly blocked. High.
We got roughing the kicker.
They bumped him or roughed him.
Penalty against
person the foul, roughing the kicker.
Hey, we needed that.
Now, as we pick this up on the Arctic, boy, the camera guys have really been on this tonight. Is this a running into the kicker? They still have the 5-yard variety, but this was roughing. It was called roughing on the field. Let's see.
So
he's up in the air.
10 foot's in the air.
There.
Right there.
His leg was up in the air.
His leg's in the
I wouldn't call it like a real bad roughing. I've been roughed up a lot harder than that. But I'm going to take it.
I got to tell you, the blocking scheme is a little suspect on these punts. I mean, they're getting back there. There was 3 of them right there on him.
Yeah.
It's a good snap. So
yeah, it was. You're right.
Well, Kenny would hang his leg up there like a ballerina and get the call when back in the day.
That was the best offense that we had.
Very good.
When you're 1-9, you take anything you can get.
Kenny could pose in the air.
Just let him run into my foot.
He looked like little Tinkerbell out of the old music box there with a leg sticking up there.
Put a tutu on him.
Call. That's an ugly picture, Tom. 24 seconds on the clock here in third. Very fortuitous break here for the Tigers. Siplin fakes it, slips when he drops. He's got the middle receiver wide open there. Big hit, but that is a great catch.
Yeah, by Quay Smith once again.
Smith.
Quay Smith.
Two big catches here.
Watch him run this route. He goes outside, jumps the linebacker inside, wide open, right through in the gap there. Great throw.
Takes a big hit there by Lester Charles Lester.
Holds onto the ball. We're on their side of the field.
Oh, slow snap back there this time. Siplin looks getting comfortable. He's got a receiver, and it is dropped. And that's Zorian Gathers.
You were right. He was comfortable almost enough where the safety was going to jump that.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So 7 seconds on the clock here in the third quarter. Palmetto Tigers with a 2nd and 10. Ball stops here on the incomplete pass.
Yeah, only 7 seconds left in the third quarter. This is another big offensive series, obviously. We've got to get in the end zone here. And
really
let the defense
I
rest.
think, the next team that scores could possibly win this game the way it's going.
You know, we haven't given enough credit tonight to the defensive line there, and number 94, DeMarcus Abner in the interior of the line has been having a great game along with Sincere Littles.
Got delay a game.
Delay game on the Tigers.
Delay a game.
Can we call a timeout?
Let's wait 30 seconds and see if we get a timeout call.
Timeout. Yeah, exactly, Tom. Exactly.
Wow.
Wow, the ball.
Do you want the penalty or the timeout?
43-yard line for the Tigers. Backing up.
Delay a game against the Tigers.
Second 15. Oh, they're off. He's off. There's encroachment there, so that's going to get 5 back, so it's going to bring up a 2nd and 10.
Well, we're getting some breaks here, Rick. We just got to finish this drive somehow.
Those are obvious penalties that should be called. Now, we're not going to count on those being called. But
that's the only reason we're getting them, too.
My goodness. They're right in front of the sideline judge. Goodness gracious.
Bill, low snap. Good pressure. High throw. Incomplete pass.
Well, that was a low snap. Josh had to rush it, had pressure coming from his left side, and just tried to get rid of it.
Messed up the timing. Wide open receiver in front of the safeties, but
that's Sajal Hickson. Sajal's got great hands, as we all know.
Catch it.
He has not been a part of the offense. I'm glad to see that he's trying to get the ball to him.
And that's tough. It's an excellent play call, perfect call for that defense out there, and just discombobulated tonight here are the Tigers.
So a big 3rd down here at the end to finish the quarter.
2nd 10. Siplin looks. He fakes it out there. Then he throws it out there. Sajal Hickson's going to have to make a miracle out of this. He does.
And
he gets about a 7-yard gain on the play as the clock expires here in the 3rd quarter.
That's the Sajal we know.
That Rams defense is fast.
Hi, I'm Andy Egebrecht, and with my dad Don and brother Danny, we own Andros Boatworks. Andros boats are quality custom boats built right here in Sarasota. We depend on GMC Sierra trucks to pull our boats and get the job done. And we deliver boats both locally and internationally. I suggest you go to Conley Buick GMC. You'll see why we chose their family business to support ours. After 18 years and I don't know how many trucks, at Conley Buick GMC, I guarantee you'll be treated like family.
So tell me, what was actually the name of the award? It was you were the #1 stream in the streaming awards. Isn't that correct?
Correct.
Hey guys, Chris Conley here from Conley Buick GMC. Hang on for the 4th quarter and remember, go Tigers.
This is interesting. You know, we're talking up here in the press box because there was an encroachment, and they've got a 4th down on the marker out there. Yeah, so this is a big one for the Tigers.
Run it.
And just an incomplete pass. It's a catch, and a great catch by Sajal Hickson.
Boys, let me tell you what, he was on his very tippy toes. He held it as long as he possibly could to make that catch. That was amazing.
That's amazing catch by Sajal Hickson. So 1st down for the Tigers.
And he's been silent the whole game, but the leader, the senior leader that he is, come through right there when we need it.
Siplin throws it down there. Wheel route down the sideline. Safety's there to help in the incomplete pass. And really
threw that up in a crowd.
Zakiji Rutledge in the middle of the field may have been open on that one, but he threw that one out there. Safety was in great position.
Yeah, Coy Smith became the defender on that.
Josh hasn't tucked the ball up and run, and maybe that's a good time to do this.
2nd and 10, ball at the 25. Tigers desperately need 7 out of this possession. Benson in the backfield. Hickson in the slot. Fakes a handoff. Siplin keeps it, and he shakes a tackle. Now he's looking for the corner. Very close, and there's going to be a late flag. Hopefully a face mask. We'll see.
2 flags, boys.
We got flags all over.
Siplin with a great stiff arm over there. Shook a tackle. Made it past the 1st down marker, but the flags are out. Tom, what is the call?
It's going to be holding on us twice.
They can only count us once, right?
If this crew could find a way to do it twice, I believe they would. What's interesting to me on that play, the ref puts his hand on his flag, and then he walks and he kind of looks for a little bit, and then he waits and throws. I just don't understand. If it's a hold, it's a hold. If it's not, it's not. I'm so frustrated, guys.
It's like they might have called it on Quay trying to block there.
But that was
it was
5 yards down.
Yes.
If it was a spot foul, he was probably 7 to 8 yards down the field.
So we've got to salvage this drive with the time and it being 2nd and 15. We've got to get up there at least in field goal range.
Siplin, he looks. Now he throws it. Now he settled in nicely. Ball's overthrown and incomplete. It should have been picked off there. Number 5 is James Simmons back there. Again, the ball sailed, and Simmons went right through his hands. So big break for the Tigers, but still 3rd and 15, probably 2 down territory, don't you think,
well,
Rick?
Right now, you know what? Right now, I'm going to be looking for Sage Hickson. He's got the best hands. He's my go-to guy. He's the moneymaker here, and if he can just get open for a second and Josh can get that ball to him, he's the one that will make a big play.
Just to get him in space, let him do something.
Try to get that screen going, anything to him.
He'll make the play.
Or just have one of these receivers catch the ball this time would be great.
Yeah. Siplin looks, fires it out there, and that's Hickson, incomplete pass.
A little high
again. So that brings up a 4th and 15.
He's down. He's getting up.
But Sage will tell you that's a catch he thinks he should make.
Yeah, we've watched him. He made a great one, circus catch against Braden River for a touchdown. He can make them.
Yeah, Tom, is that field wet? Is there dew on that field already?
No, it's pretty dry. It seems like
a lot of slipping going on out there.
There is quite a bit. I've noticed Josh when he goes back and he plants his foot, he's slipping quite a bit. I think maybe just the grass is just giving a little bit. Maybe it's a little too dry. I don't know. It just doesn't seem wet at all. Josh has been a little off tonight, but, man, these receivers have really been missing some opportunities.
They've dropped them, too, yes.
That's going to be a delay game right there. So now it's going to bring up a 4th and 20 for the Tigers. Oh, we got the timeout in before.
Waving it.
Now they're waiving the penalty.
We got the timeout.
We got the timeout just in time.
Coach Marino has the internal clock as well.
This may be the most delay-a-game penalties I've seen in a high school football game. Quite a few tonight.
The last 2 have been called off by the timeouts there, so that's Palmetto's.
We need a play clock. That's what we need.
Yeah, so that's Palmetto's first timeout of the half. Is that right? Yeah. So
yes. Yeah, they both have used a timeout.
You can see it right here on our TigerVision board. Good job, Ken.
I'm good for something. I can draw circles.
Guys, I know we want 7 in this situation, but I was watching at the half, and the kicker was lining up at the 35 and drilling them pretty good. He hit like 3 or 4 in a row.
Hey, Tommy, we're going to take anything we can take right now, buddy.
Absolutely.
I'm with you.
Well, the 30-yard line, so that would be 47-yard field.
Yeah, we need a few more yards.
But here, the Tigers, do you dare pooch kick it with Siplin and see what's going on? Now we're looking. Siplin looks, steps up into the pocket, rolls to his left. He hasn't crossed. Now he crosses the line of scrimmage. And now he's going to be tackled. And there's going to be a turnover on down, so it's going to be Riverview ball.
We had someone open in the end zone.
Yeah, I think it was Zakidri or somebody was running free as Siplin came out of there. But that
he might have been past the line of scrimmage.
Not. Yeah.
Or close.
Close. So the ball is going to be at the 20-yard line, so 80 yards away. 10:56 on the clock. The Riverview Rams are leading this one 9-7.
Well, all right, defense. We're calling on you again.
Get us a turnover.
They've got Amari Hayes and Duke Timmons out here wide at this boundary. And he keeps it, and he's running and cuts it in the middle of the field, and there's Jalen Wester for the stop. Goes for a run about 2-yard gain.
Looks like it was a broken play. Looks like they were going to do the read option, and somebody didn't get where they were supposed to be. So a short gain.
Yeah, I just saw L.J. Hewitt looking at his cleats over there, like he might be slipping out there too.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, Brian.
It's
but
nice out there tonight.
It really
cool
is.
weather.
It's a beautiful
and
night.
It's going to be in the 60s in the morning.
But they're having a hard time keeping their footing.
Jamil Williams is over here. The Tigers are overloading to the right. See if they pick that up and throw the ball to the right side. This is going to be Hayes on a run, and he's driving forward, and there's a hold there. So the flag comes out. He gained about 5 yards on the play, but it looked like there was some looked like holding out there by one of the linemen. We'll see. Face
they're
mask.
They're calling it on us.
So it's a face mask call. So that's going to be a first down for the Rams. So 10:08 on the clock. You know, this game tonight, you know, if Will Muschamp is out there, Pat Dye and Bo Schembecker, it's ugly, UGLY. You know, it's one of those games that a lot of the old school style coaches love out there. It makes it hard for our TigerVision, as presented by Conley Buick viewers and Palmetto Tiger fans. Hang in there, Palmetto Tiger fans.
It's not over.
That's why you're the best in the world. You need to stay on this game. Brown. Look, they had a little maybe, and coming up there, that is a block in the back or a hold out there. Not called. It goes for a 2-yard loss.
It is called.
That receiver had his arm wrapped up. He was holding.
But I mean, you know, hold.
So if he has it wrapped up, is that bad?
I'm just glad they saw it.
So, Tom, we call it replay. They call it holding here. You call it as his receiver's hand wrapped up.
In my world, that we call that a violation of Florida statute.
Yeah,
I love that.
It's assault and battery, man.
But the play's called out there. You saw coming up there.
Number one.
Right there. That was Sheldrick Simpson. That was held out there. It was Bodden out there.
So that's going to set them back.
Sets them back. We've seen more first and plus 20s tonight than I think we have in our broadcasting career. Good pass rush there. He steps up, looks down, wide open receiver, and it's going to be caught. And running down the sideline, number 4, Jerron Glover, and that is 6.
Coverage broken on that play.
Amazing that there were, no offensive linemen downfield. They stayed disciplined back there.
Yeah, I don't know where Glover came from, but
Launches into the end zone.
just totally uncovered. No one even had an eyeball on him.
Probably breakdown in coverage, and then a great job by the quarterback. So he's running down the field here.
And he just stops like he's got safety help.
And then the quarterback stepped up, and with Johnny on the spot, great read. Nobody there within 20 yards. So maybe he thought there was safety help.
I think one of our defenders back there came up to force the tackle, and then the receiver was just wide open out there. Now the hold is good. The kick is up, and it is good. So with 9:11 here in the fourth quarter, your Palmetto Tigers are trailing this one. The Rams with a 16-7 lead.
So with that touchdown, it puts them in. We've got to come up with 2 scores here somehow.
Yeah, and we have to score quick. I mean, 9-11. We haven't been able to move the ball.
We've got to score, period. We need We need a miracle of a play here. We need a kickoff return.
That's what we need, a kickoff return.
Something to
come back and hold them.
Spark the offense here and keep the defense off the field.
And then if you do get a score here, you're probably going to elect to go for the extra point here. So the next field goal would win. You're going to ask that Palmetto Tiger defense to continue to perform. Really one blown coverage there by the Tigers tonight. Pretty solid performance. Zipper goes back there in protection here. Get a kick out of good service with our friends at DeVito's Auto, located in Palmetto. Big number 35, and that is Thomas Trevenick, goes to kick this one away. And we've seen he's got a pretty good leg, puts it into the end zone. And it is a driving kick. It's going to be short of the end zone. It's going to be fielded there by Jacquez Hughes. And he's got a little crease on the left-hand side. He turns it up. They're going to get a flag. Hughes drives forward. He's all the way to the 36-yard line. But
it's coming back, gentlemen.
So we'll see this on the replay. That's holding on the Tigers on the huge return by Hughes.
The play was called. The penalty was on Robert
Early.
Gavin. You'll see
So try
Robert
to pick him up.
right. You'll see him right here, right there.
Yeah.
Going down.
Yeah, right there. Right in front of the referee.
And look at Jaquez Hughes drive for
20 yards.
High stepping and just doing what he can to pick up.
Trying to make a play.
Right.
He's trying to make a play.
So now the Tigers in a must-score situation here. And so the Tigers, they have Siplin back there, and we've got some Magwood. He's a new freshman receiver there that's in the formation.
With speed.
50-yard penalty.
They fake it, they look, they throw it out there late. Hickson makes a great catch, big hit. That's going to be a first down.
I tell you what, now I don't know what a targeting or defensive receiver call is all about, but I mean that would have been called in the NFL, gentlemen.
Oh, it'd have been fine.
I'll tell you
that was helmet to ribs right there on the Arctic Air replay.
And
first down for the Tigers.
And for them not to call that is really, that's just poor.
That is a 6-figure fine in the NFL.
So Marino is out in
He
the
is
field.
hot.
He is hot. Sajel Hickson down.
That really is uncalled for. You can't miss that.
But fine if he got there with the shoulder, but he lowered the crown of the helmet to the ribs of Sajel Hickson.
He's pleading with him. Get another shot at this. Nope.
One thing.
Going back live.
Yeah, that.
Here we go.
Here you go. Siplin steps up, throws it.
Sagel's defense. Look at this.
He's leading with the helmet.
Leading with the helmet.
And that huge hit. Great catch
Caught
by
him
Hickson.
caught him in the air, and it's amazing he held onto that ball.
And that was a first down, was it not? See, okay, they're
yes.
finally moving the markers over there. I saw third on the marker, but our thoughts and prayers are with Sajel Hickson. That was a tremendous shot to expose receiver. And you can see here the route. Hickson
running across the middle from the slot.
Ball's thrown a little bit outside. Sajel gets it.
Goes up. He's in the air and targeted. Look at that. Look at that.
Great shot by a replay here.
Tremendous catch by.
Well, the most important thing is that Sagel's up and walking. He's okay, and hopefully he can recover.
He's a tough young man.
That just was.
I'll tell you, Sage will be back to play. He'll be back here in this fourth quarter.
We've seen him take hits like that, and he pops
If that's me, if I'm in Tiger Gray tonight, I'm fired up over that.
Taking that hit is one thing, and getting up and being tough. I've seen him have his lip hanging off in years past here, but he made the catch. He even made the catch. I mean, it's amazing. It's really tough.
We've seen him one game. He had a dislocated finger and popped it back in there
and played
and was out there. So now Siplin looks over things, and he's looking. Throws it to the receiver. Nice catch, nice cut. Just get.
Okay.
He turns it up. Great play. First down, Tigers.
I think we need to wear red, just red uniforms all the time, so the referees can see us.
Alzavian Houston with a great catch, and then makes a move.
He's been quiet tonight. Good to see him with a nice play, nice move there, picking up a couple of extra yards.
Siplin looks now. He throws it out there, and that one's going to be deflected.
That was high and behind.
Incomplete. Second and 10 for the Tigers. 8:24 on the clock.
Josh, he just needs to settle down right here and just stay focused and not try to rush every throw.
We don't want to push too much. We just got to continue with the drive, move the chains. We'll get the score.
Yeah, Therese Smith back there had his paw on that one. But harmlessly falls to the ground. Clock stops. 8:24. Tigers. Second and 10. Benson's in the backfield. They jumped across the line.
Yes, they
no
did.
call. And Siplin throws out their receiver, and there is a incomplete pass. Brings up a third down.
Brings up third down and 10.
Two down territory here for sure.
23 Brady Bloom.
So
Well, that
8:20 on the clock.
You had Quay running down. He had a seam route. It looked like he's wide open. And I know Josh doesn't have a lot of time. Just gotta go over the field here quickly and try to find that open man. We had 2 defenders on that receiver.
Get in the middle of the field if you can throw it in there right at the marker, because safety's dropping. Siplin drops it. Now he picks it up and he's running. And he's trying to get a sideline.
First down.
Does. He's using that great speed. He's down the sideline, finally out of bounds there at the 40-yard line.
Yeah, that's a big play for Josh right there.
And sometimes this is just what you need, just a broken play, and let him use his athletic ability. We know he runs well and moves the chains, just what the doctor ordered. Got out of bounds.
1st and 10 for the Tigers. Ball is on the 40. Siplin runs the option. He's got Benson out there. Got the corner. And he's got a big running lane, and he's all the way down to the 26-yard
line. First down, Tigers.
I would do hurry up here and catch them while they're back. They're not used to this. Nice run. Probably our best running play all night.
Number 1 would be hit at the sideline. It's a first down for the
These
Tigers.
Rams can hit now.
They certainly can. My goodness.
Rutledge, Zakidri out there with a pretty good block down the field. Siplin looks. Now he checks it off, throws back across the ground, picked off. Oh, incomplete pass.
You know what? He had his eyes on Josh the whole time. That was number 5, James Simmons, and he was just waiting for that ball.
Yes.
Look down the corner.
Jumps that route.
They jumped it.
Oh, my goodness.
It's holding on us again, guys.
And we
Holding on
held.
the Tigers.
That puts us behind the chains again. We're going to have to fight here to.
So if they
keep
take the
this
penalty, we'll have first down again, right?
Well, did they call holding on us?
They called holding on the Tigers.
Holding against Palmetto.
Yeah, so it's going to be first down and 20 now.
20 again. We've seen 1st and 20 all night here in Harley Stadium.
Yeah, and we're getting to that critical time here at 7:50 to go. Yeah, we've got to get into the end zone, and if we're going to have any opportunity at all, any chance of getting the ball back, we only have 2 timeouts left.
Ball at the 40. Hickson, is that Hickson back into the game? That's unbelievable if it is. He's not in.
Robert
Gavin. And he
nice.
Goes, and that is the punter, Robert Gavin, who we've seen as a running back. It looks like that knee's feeling better.
Robert's been waiting for this for about 2 months.
Nice hole there by the offensive line, and Robert Gavin, Johnny on the spot.
Just run the
Makes
rock.
it 2nd and 2.
Run the rock, no offsides or anything like that. Siplin throws. Got a wide open receiver right through his hands, and that's another drop by Zorian Gathered tonight.
Yeah, Zorian's had about, 5 drops here tonight. Just unfortunate.
He's had 2 beautiful catches, but the drops are also with him tonight. That was a touchdown. That was the touchdown we needed.
That was money right there. It wouldn't even been touched.
He was,
wide open.
He could have walked in backwards.
Oh, that's heartbreaking, boys.
All right, you got to shake it off and let's get ready to play because, 7:21, lots of time on the clock here. So
3rd and 2, we've got to get this first down to keep this drive alive.
Talking things over here. Big Gavin's in the backfield. He run left if it's there.
Houston.
He does. And he's got
first down.
Driving forward. And he is all the way to the 5-yard line. You could see that as the play developed there, that was going to be there. And Gavin.
Yeah, don't forget how powerful Robert Gavin is.
And sometimes just having some fresh legs here just is a change of pace. Let's finish this. Got to finish.
Gavin,
give it to him.
Again, lowers his head, drives forward, rumbling all the way down to about the 1-yard line.
So we got to get up and go.
Get up and go.
No.
No punching. No.
So now
separate.
We've got a little extracurricular activity here.
No flags.
The clock is running, though. The clock is still running.
Yeah,
6 minutes and 44 seconds.
Okay.
And
that wasting our
time.
Oh, my
word! That there was no penalty on that
I
play.
can't believe it.
Is
I
unbelievable.
just cannot believe that.
We lost 30 seconds on the clock. That might come back and haunt us.
Well, that's once again.
We're very very fortunate on that one.
Yes.
So 6:20 on the clock. 2nd and 2.
Yeah, get under center. That's why you get under center.
Blown up, and that one goes for a big loss on the play. Brings up a 3rd and about 6. I mean, we had the ball at the about the half-yard line.
And you've got a 6'4", 200-pound quarterback. He can just use his body to get in there.
Yeah, you know what? In this tick, 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 tick. I mean, we're down to 5:45, and we're just wasting time.
If we do not get in, we can take the field goal here because we need 2 scores.
That's right. If you don't get in, you got
to take the points.
Got to get points right here.
We need the points here for the confidence.
Gavin in the backfield.
He's
got him. He had him. He threw it late, and it's going to be intercepted. Wide open. That's an interception, and they're going to have the ball on the 20-yard line. Had the receiver open in the flat, tried to throw behind him, combination route. Look at the flat right
here.
there. Flat is right open.
Ball is intercepted.
Oh,
and then he wanted to go to the secondary receiver, and there was just too many players over there.
Wow, so the easy one had the little easy one right there. Alzavian Houston
was open,
and so there's an interception. So it's time for that Palmetto Tiger defense to hold strong, and they got to, they really need a 3-and-out right now. 5:21 the clock. Trailing in this one are the Tigers, 16-7 in the 4th.
And we're going to get a heavy dose of number 7, Michael Hayes here. They are going to use the clock.
Remind you that social distancing and wearing masks are required at all Tiger sporting events.
Or is this a water break?
Who was the?
It's a water break.
Water break.
Not directly competing. We thank you for being.
What do you think, Rick?
Who was the intended receiver?
Well, first Brian had called out Houston.
I know. I don't think he ever focused on Houston. Who was he throwing to?
He was throwing to. Was it number 80 over there?
Zakiji Rutledge, maybe.
Yeah. There was by that time there was 2 defensive backs over there.
But right off the get-go, the first, first progression is there for 6.
That's right.
So just missed that one. 5:21, a critical time. You really can't even give up first downs at this point. You have got to make the stop here. You've got to force a 3-and-out, and you got to get fortunate here. You're going to need a punt return, or you're going to need a punt block, or you're going to need something like that.
Fumble, something that's not out of the ordinary here to jumpstart any chance of pulling this game out. But we're going to see Hayes here for probably 3 plays. Or the quarterback. He has run well tonight.
Yeah, you never know. Now he takes it and he hands it off to Hayes, and he gets out there, shakes a tackle, another tackle down the sideline, rolls for about an 8-yard gain.
And they had him back there at the line of scrimmage not once but twice, and broke the tackles, and nice gain to make 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2, and what you might see here, because this is a pro up there, calling this game, you want to see a run to the left side of the formation. It takes longer for him to spot. So you look for something to run to the wide side of the field here, because they're right here on the right hash. And so I would expect to see some running action to the left as the clock continues to wind.
They will use every second here to snap this ball.
So it's less than 5 seconds now. And there's a lot of movement there. Hayes gets it. He's got the first down and more. He's going to be tackled
for dear life.
And he's at the 40-yard line. So the clock will stop while they move the chains, but 4:21 on the Tigers. Running out of time and opportunity here tonight in the 4th quarter at Harley. Jamil Williams with a touchdown-saving tackle.
He was holding on for dear life, and unfortunately they moved the chains and get a fresh set of downs.
Band's trying to get the crowd involved in the game. Kind of an eerie hush in the stadium here at Harley. Riverview looking to go to a 6-1 season if they can come up with a win here tonight. Palmetto Tiger defense needs to hold. Augustin comes, and there's going to be a delay of game.
Stops the clock.
And I've been watching that. The judge out there has got his hand up there counting it down. And they were in no hurry. Delay of game stops the clock. A huge penalty. Really, not the distance, but the stopping the clock.
Stopping
here.
of the clock was is the best output from this penalty. Some break here.
So we need something special. Something just we need a turnover. You know, let's force a fumble.
Jalen's going to need to come up with some magic here.
Glover's out here wide, press coverage with L.J. Hewitt. I expect a run here, and they fake it, and the quarterback keeps it, and he's going to run. He takes a big hit, and that's going to be Wester with a tackle. So he's going to have about a 1-yard loss on the play, 2nd and 15.
He's going to take his time, and at some point here, Coach Marino's going to have to start using
right, because this is what we needed after we had scored.
Yes, we could go down and win the game. Right. Exactly, Rick.
Receivers out here, number 2 and number 1, Duke Timmons and Amari Hayes wide to the right. Now he moves Hayes over there. And there's a mix-up in the backfield. He's going to be stopped, so that's going to be a loss of about 5 on the play. It'll bring up a 3rd and 16.
Okay, it's time to timeout. So start using them.
It's almost to the point of no return here, guys. 2:52.
Thought maybe could have burned the timeout there, but 2:47 on the clock.
Well, if they stop them here, you're going to call one because you're going to get the ball back. And look at that Southeast Charlotte score. Wow, 23 all.
4th quarter score.
In Charlotte.
We want to encourage those Palmetto Tiger fans, hang tough. You're the number 1 fans in the nation. Stay with us here on TigerVision. There's he almost lost that ball, and then it is just a little.
Now
it's caught, and the clock continues to wind.
There we go. I think he just.
Well, he did call a timeout.
Yes.
We still got. All right, it's at 2:17.
Citizens of Palmetto, only one man running has the experience we need. His name is Matt Kazar. He helped protect our nation and believes in traditional American values. He has raised over $1 million to help the youth of our community. Matt Kazar actually has a plan and the experience required to bring more jobs, better education, and a smarter city budget to Palmetto. That's why we must vote Matt Kazar for Palmetto City Commission this November.
Yeah, he looks good. All right, big situation for the Tigers. Let's see if they line up with L.J. Hewitt here on the edge with some speed out there to block this one. Looks like they're setting up for the return are the Tigers.
I'll take a bad snap.
Okay, here's
let's go after the ball here.
Here's L.J. Hewitt out on the edge.
We need a touchdown now.
Here is the snap. Nearly blocked, but he gets a nice punt out of there.
A real good punt. Holy
Look
cow.
at that, and its clock is winding down. Ken Burton is frustrated on that one because the clock continues to wind. Ball's going to be at the 17-yard line, so 2 minutes and 9 on the clock. So here's what you're going to need. You're going to need to score, and you're going to need to come out with a onside kick. I mean, that's looking way out in front here. 2 minutes and 9 seconds on the clock.
We can be hopeful. We've seen stranger things.
You know, you really have to give credit tonight to the Riverview Ram defense. They've done an excellent job. Lots of dropped balls for the Tigers. The receiving core, a fairly young receiving core out here overall. But it's time for them to come out and make a play. Ziplin throws it out there. Good route. Nice, simple route for only about a 2-yard gain. That's going to keep the clock burning.
Yeah, they're going to give those to us all day.
Short gain on the play.
So gain of about 4 on the play. So bring up a 2nd and 6.
Tyree Smith.
Really, it's you need to score on one of the next 3 plays here for the Tigers. So Ziplin looks, throws it out there. Ball's thrown a little bit behind the receiver, goes down there.
No incomplete.
Gratefully, incomplete pass there. Because he catches that when that clock is burning. Tigers really need time here. It's 3rd and 7. We'll call it 3rd and 6. So here we go. Palmetto Tigers trail. The Rams 16, Tigers 7. 3 receivers out here in the formation. Only 2 covered. Slot is open over here. Siplin looks, rolls to his left, throws it up there. There's your receiver. Sakiji Rutledge trips, but he's got the first down.
It's going to
Stops the clock.
Got that.
We need
that turf claw right there on him.
You know, this is our turf. Some of the Rams need to slip and fall so we can get an easy score.
Oh, there's a lobster over there. There's a timeout over there. It's a cramp over there for the Rams.
Well, we need to take advantage of this.
Yeah, I saw a player fall down there, and I didn't see that was in a Riverview. I thought that might have been the old lobster fake injury. lobster, but it was a ram that fell down over there, so it stops the clock.
Get a couple of plays here.
The big defensive tackle, since it's a 1st and 10 for the Tigers, big number 99, Jarius Brewer's coming off the field. The Rams not really concerned with any kind of rushing play this time. And Sajal Hickson's in the backfield. Siplin looks, throws a nice route out there, and he's got a receiver, but he's bobbling the ball. Incomplete pass. Really not that bad of a throw. You know, Houston on the sideline over there wasn't able to catch it cleanly.
Kind of the storyline of the night.
Oof.
Either overthrown, Rick, or then they drop it. So it's been both the quarterback and the receivers misfiring tonight. If it's the story, that's the story tonight.
2nd and 10 for the Tigers. Minute 15 on the clock. Can't take a sack right here. Siplin looks. He throws it out there. Got a wide open Zori Gathers. Makes a nice catch. He's running, and he's going to be tackled at the 40. First down, Tigers. A minute 9 on the clock. Rushing up to the ball.
Where you got to go on the ball.
Gathers put the ball down for the spot. We've moved it back, so the ball's right at the 40. Siplin looking. Throws it out there, and that sailed. And he had Soren Gathers wide open combination route over here through the inside receiver. Gathers uncovered down the boundary. So minute and 2 on the clock, 2nd and 10. Josh has completed. He's thrown the ball 38 times tonight here.
That is a lot of time. That's a lot of attempts in a high school game.
Great job by Troy Bellamy with that one.
Came in tonight 50%, a little over 50% on the season.
So he steps up, throws it, and that ball is caught. And a great catch by number 14, Alzavian Houston. Tigers still alive. Need to score soon.
Got to score now.
First down, Tigers.
Only 55 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, we're going to have to
on
score.
that play by number 24, Charles Lester.
Snap it.
He looks. He's looking all the way initially. Now he rolls his right, throws it out there. Wide open receiver, short arms it. Saw the safety there. You got to catch it. He's going to hit you anyway. So Rutledge is there, and let's take a look at this on the Arctic Air replay. You could feel that safety ball went right through his hands, and so
story of the night.
50 seconds on the clock. 2nd and 10, Tigers. Normally you just try to get the first down here, but you need to get 6. Clock's only down to 50 seconds. 2 receivers, both sides of the formation. Siplin looks out to the left, locked on the receivers, got him, and that's going to be
first down.
It's going to be stopped, and that's Gathers. The ball is on the looks like about the 2-yard line.
Sneak it in. Just
44
sneak it
seconds.
In. Nope, he's going to.
Sajal Hickson in the backfield. He fakes it, and he throws. Josh. Oh, dear. And it's an interception picked off. And he's down the sideline. He's going to be tackled, and that is going to wrap it up here tonight for the Tigers.
Siplin running for his life.
So
the wrong team in the game. He is pretty much
tough game here tonight for the Palmetto Tigers. The Rams are going to come out with a victory here. Run to his right, through inside, receiver running the route to the out, picked off there. Kind of a tough night for the Tigers here. They're going to come out with a loss in this one. The Rams will increase their record now to what, 6-1, Ken?
6-1.
6-1. Now, Palmetto Tiger fans, the good news is with this season and the play-in games, we have a game against Blake next week, and this year is a very unusual year. The wins and losses aren't as critical in district play, but this is going to be a tough one for the Tigers tonight.
No, it really is, guys, and offensively, just put 7 points on the board very early.
First drive.
Right, the first drive, and then after that Ram defense just buckled down, and we just could not get any momentum. Nothing seemed to work tonight, and receivers got to catch the ball.
Yeah,
we got to catch it. You got to throw it, close to them, and we just struggled all night with that connection. Receivers just had a rough night, and Josh was off a little bit.
And we had no running game to speak of.
I feel like we've had several tactical mistakes tonight as well from the coaching staff. Right before the first half, 3 straight passing plays, didn't run any time off the clock, gives them the ball back, they score. 35-yard line, could have kicked a field goal, didn't do it, went for it on 4th and 20. Just
little things.
Ill-advised.
Yep. That's the difference of the game.
Yeah, really one of the big plays of the game was the personal foul when Riverview was pushed way back out there. They had like a 3rd and 30.
We had them, yes.
And they had a 20-yard gain on the sideline. We get to pick up a personal foul there. And then the inability, I think we had a 2nd and 1 or 3rd and 1 from the goal, from 6 inches out.
Mm-hmm.
And just a lot of misfortune here for the Palmetto Tigers tonight. So as the clock goes to zeros, the Palmetto Tigers come up with a loss here tonight, 16-7. We're going to have may kick it down to Tom Porter. Don't know what the I'm sure there's going to be a lot of anger over there. Don't know if we're going to have any player interviews here tonight. Generally we would have the Sumter Electric Impact players of the game. Really, in the first half, the Palmetto defense played extremely well, and just a tough game. Shutout for the offense shutout for probably 41 minutes of the game here.
Looked like on the crawl there that Manatee beat Venice tonight. That's big, huge. It's a crazy year.
It's a crazy year, but not over for these Palmetto Tigers. One thing that we see, there's still an opportunity. Coach Marino.
Bring it in tight. 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 All right, hey, listen. Gentlemen, nothing's changed. Nothing's changed. You have the potential to be a really, really good football team, to be an elite football team. So close, so close. Defense, my heart breaks for you. I mean, you just give us time after time after time. All I can tell you, defense, is offensively, we're going to go back to work, and we're going to keep working, and we're going to catch these balls, and we're going to make these throws, and we're going to make these blocks. Offensively, we have got to get better. All right, we are a team, and we are not carrying our end of the bargain, offense. We are not carrying our end of the bargain, and me included. I'll take the blame right down there. Had the ball on the damn 1-yard line. Should have quarterback sneaked it. That's my fault. My fault. I'll take the blame there. All right, but gentlemen, we got to start going. We got to start cranking, man. Now it's time. All right, there is no more. There's no tomorrows. Okay, this is it. All right, we got to win this week. We have got to win this week. We have got to get better. There is no tomorrow. All right, let's go. 8:30 tomorrow. We got to go back to work. 8:30 tomorrow. Let's go. Bring it up. Hey, family on me. 3, 1, 2, 3. Family.
Hey, guys, here with Coach. Coach, obviously, losing hurts. Losing's supposed to hurt. I know that's the message to the kids tonight. Offensively, just didn't have it tonight. How are we going to be able to turn that around in 1 week's time?
You just got to keep working. We got to just keep running routes. We just got to keep throwing balls, and we got to catch them, and we got to keep blocking and picking up blitzes. We just got to do better. Offensively, we have to do better, and that's it. Our defense is too good. They're a championship caliber defense, and we got to step up. We have the talent, and we just have to keep working. That's all.
Defensively, it seemed like we weren't in control for most of the night. Just some mistakes, some drop opportunities. But the defense, like you said to the players, just kept us in it over and over and over again. just talk about the resilience as we go into the playoffs and how we're going to have to lean on the defense even more than we did tonight.
Well, hopefully our offense is going to start stepping up. I mean, at some point, COVID's behind. We can't make any more excuses. I told the kids that all week. This had to be our coming out party. Okay, we've had 3 months now to run routes, to catch footballs, and there's no more excuse. The 3 months we lost to COVID is gone, and we got to stop making that as an excuse, and we have to start playing. We got to start performing, because if we don't, then we're out. It's over. It's a wrap.
All right, Coach. Good luck next week against Blake. You guys, obviously, terrible execution on offense tonight. I guarantee you there were 7 or 8 open passes that were dropped. If it wasn't for the defense, this would have been a massacre tonight. Like we said, a couple tactical decisions. Coach was owning a few of those. Quarterback sneak in the end, which Kenny called we should have done. Mishandling the clock at the end of the first half. Just didn't feel like a Palmetto team that we've seen over the last several years. Just didn't seem like we were clicking on any cylinders other than defense. Defense played a great game. And to look up and see that it's only 16-7, it felt like we were getting beaten tonight for most of this game. And the fact that it's that close is pretty amazing. So hopefully we can turn this thing around this week and really come back and have a full stadium next week against Blake and really start the playoffs on the right foot with that play-in game.
Thank you very much, Tom, with the Arctic Air sideline report. We will not tonight. I don't think we have any of the Sumter Electric Impact players of the game. We're going to have Troy here with some statistics. Really, Shakespeare would say that's much ado about nothing as far as offensive statistics here. Defense played pretty good game. So, Troy, break it down for us.
Well, tough night again for our Tigers. They played very hard. We just weren't efficient tonight. Josh Siplin at quarterback was 17 of 42. 42 passing attempts tonight for 203 yards. He had a touchdown early, and then we threw 2 interceptions. The running game was non-existent. We really didn't have the balance that we normally have, and I think that was the reason why we ended up throwing the ball 42 times. I mean, Josh is really capable, and he actually threw the ball fairly well at times. We had a few drops. But the kids came back, they fought, they played their best, just fell a little short tonight. The Riverview Rams had a lot of balance. They ended up with a total of 313 yards of total offense. And, with our defense, there's not too many teams that do that against us. So they showed a good balance of run and pass. They rushed for 134 yards, passed for 179 yards. Ryan Brown, my understanding, talking with some of the coaches for the Riverview Rams before the game, transfer from Michigan, came in, and he was the backup quarterback. Will Evans has been down, or perhaps they went with the younger quarterback, and he showed a lot of moxie tonight. He was 12 of 23, 179 yards and 2 touchdowns, a big one coming on the broken coverage to Glover on the 76-yard touchdown, which seemed to be the difference in the game. It was a nip and tug, back and forth field position game until that point, and then we had to throw the ball, so we lost any opportunity for balance to be able to run the ball. Robert Gavin was a real surprise tonight. It was good to see him coming back, his first real action in the backfield after sustaining an early season injury. And he rushed the ball very well for us in the end. But all in all, the offense struggled a little bit tonight. We had some injuries. Sajal went out after making a nice catch. We just weren't able to move the ball. We just weren't able to get the rhythm going. And again, we're not making any excuses. We know our offense is explosive, and everybody here on the West Coast knows it is. But tonight, of course, you have senior night. You want your seniors to play well. You try to play as many seniors as you can. And sometimes that can be, you have those early game festivities. It can be a distraction. But, you never know what happened. We've got to look forward to playoff time and, and see what we can do there. We have a couple good days of practice and see what we can do next week. So that is the stats of the game. Again, the Tigers, 288 yards of offense, and the Rams, 313 yards of offense. So that's the game.
Thanks very much, Troy. In this weird season, though, Ken, keep it on a positive note. Let's talk about what's coming here in the future.
Well, it's 17 teams applied to be in the playoffs. So somebody had to have a play-in, and it was all done with drawing out of the hat, and it turned out to be us and Tampa Blake. So we have to win 4 games to win the region versus the normal 3 or somewhere around there. And so we have to start our playoffs. Most teams in Florida will have a regular season game. We're starting our playoffs, so as Coach said in closing, there's no tomorrow. Once we lose, it's over. Tampa Blake coming in next week, Brian.
All right, so tonight's final score, I'm going to wrap it up here from Harley Stadium in Palmetto, Florida. The Palmetto Tigers 7 and the Sarasota Riverview Rams 16. Be sure to join us next week, Friday night, November 6th, as the Tigers face Tampa Blake. And we again thank the #1 fans in the world for hanging with us tonight in this tough one and for watching us on TigerVision is presented by Conley Buick GMC. Fans, be sure to click on like and then subscribe to our channel, and we'll keep you current on Palmetto High athletics and football. I'm Brian Varnador wrapping it up. Thanks for watching Palmetto Tiger football. One town, one team. Go Tigers.